This is a crunchy groove. It's kind of a crunchy groove. Hello, Keeney. How are you doing? Welcome back. Doing the old Friday live stream an hour late, but that's okay, because we had a pretty good stream yesterday. Was an hour late because my wife's getting ready to, she gets done working like 5, which is basically right the same time I go live. But we had to get the kids together. She's heading up north for a little bit. Gonna pick up our nephew for the night. And then my son's birthday party on Sunday. And I have to ride my motorcycle because our car will be full. But that's not too big of a problem. Makes my ass hurt a little bit, but yeah. So, we had EIP 1559 yesterday, and at the end of the live stream, we were going sideways, and we did go down significantly. I thought we were going to be going down a little bit, and we did. It just wasn't looking good. The volume was going down. You can tell the uncertainty from the amount of, from just the vicious amount of double shadows. And so we did go down a little bit, but the hype returns today. Checking the burn rate, 3.46, and with a network utilization of just 51%. So last night during the stream, I started at like 80% utilization when the stream started. Just before that, it was 90. By the end of the stream, I think we were down to like 73%. So now we are at 51%. So the hype is gone. Technically. We had a little bit of a big transaction for a second there that brought us up. But fee, not so bad. Burn rate appears to be similar, though. Maybe it's just the fee got really low for a while there. Because it's a much lower utilization, but we're burning at pretty much the rate we were. So perhaps the fees are lower and more people are using it, or something. Let's see, 61 Guai, what's the, yeah, so the fees were a little bit lower earlier in the day. Yeah, 39 here, 40s. So we're just sort of going up. So I bet if I had started this live stream about an hour ago, we would have probably been at like less than 50% utilization. And under 50% utilization, according to EIP 1559, the fees start to reduce. And they just keep reducing and reducing. So that was probably what happened there. But the prices are not so bad. 2,892 ETH. We were at nearly 3,000. What was that high there? High at 2,949. So, we'll round it. We'll round up to 2,950 just for the sake of argument. We were almost there. Bitcoin is, I think, performing better than Ethereum today, or at least it was. Yeah, we were up to 43,412. I don't know what that was respective to it, but yeah, I guess Bitcoin's not doing too well today. It's good. Being at 42,000 is no joke. Man, if this was a few years ago, I mean, I would have believed you. But, oof, man, we were all clamoring when it was $20,000. My God. A-Day, what's up, man? So is ETH deflationary now with EIP 1559? Asks Twitch. No. We need to be at like 10 burn rate, 10 ETH a minute to be approximately deflationary. And that's only going to be in phases. So, not yet. But it's reducing the rate. I mean, we should be producing like 10 Ethereum a minute. Somewhere between 8 and 10 on average. If all of a sudden a lot of hash rate started piling in, you could get 12 a minute. But I'd say average probably 8 to 10 a minute ETH emission. So minus 3.1 for 1 leaves us with about 5.9. So it's producing less, but with the amount of ETH in the ecosystem right now, I really don't see any statistical demand for not that there isn't demand for Ethereum, but what I mean is that there isn't a demand that's produced by the rarity. We have so much in circulating supply. I mean, this hasn't moved. I mean, this is still going up with EIP 1559. It's really not meant to just be completely deflationary for life, just at periods in which the network utilization is 90 to 100% kind of deal. So yeah, there's no like squeeze on the demand. Anybody can just easily buy it for the same price that it is now. It's not like the liquidity is so low because the demand is just so high. There's just none being sold. Hey, Sotko gang, what's up, Dab Master? Master of Dabs. So yeah, 2893 ETH. We'll have to see. I just wonder what the end of this year is going to bring. The only thing that I really fear, well, a couple things now, because we have that, I bet we can find it in the news real easy. They're going to vote on that, like, tomorrow. It should be in the news. They're going to vote on that act that will make what it does is it's a really vague law. That way it can be pretty much described. It can describe basically anything in the crypto world. And the way it's said, I'm just paraphrasing here, but it's basically like anybody that frequently transfers, uses, or mines cryptocurrency is considered a broker. And if you're considered a broker, you have to file your taxes in such a way. You have to make yourself known. You can't just be a broker that doesn't pay his taxes, right? You can't be a regular citizen that can't pay his taxes. But I'm suspecting, like, I'm not like a genius when it comes to the IRS and like taxing methods and legality in the United States in terms of its economics. I suppose that's a better question for somebody else, and probably somebody that's hard to find, to be totally fair. But what I suspect is that if you're considered a broker, or what you're doing is considered brokerage, that the government can go after you in different ways than if you're just some guy who owes the government $1,000 because you were trading Bitcoin, right? Like there's a difference. And then like the one way they would have to audit you, the other way they could like use other different laws to go after you and different ways to do it. I suspect that's probably what it's about. Of course, in the end, it's all about getting taxes. But like, okay, like if we consider these people brokers, we can do this. Like we can audit them this way, right? Or we can say this and we can summon them, or we can subpoena them easy, right? But if you're just some guy that owes the IRS $1,000, that's a little harder. All we can do is send you a letter, right? And say like, hey, pay it, or we're going to like garnish you, right? Whereas if you're a broker, they might be able to physically subpoena you in different ways, like in a much easier process. So I suspect that's what's going on with that. Treasury Secretary reportedly against amending crypto language and infrastructure bill. This might say what it was. It's kind of a different thing here. The original infrastructure bill currently being considered in the Senate proposes implementing tighter rules on businesses handling cryptocurrencies and expanding reporting requirements for brokers, mandating that digital asset transactions worth more than $10,000 are reported to the IRS. It also suggests that in the business of validating distributed ledger transactions, developing digital assets or their corresponding protocols, or dealing with mining software and hardware would likely be subject to more tax reporting requirements for digital transactions. So that's the problem. This is very vague, and at the same time, it covers everything in cryptocurrency. It's a big problem, and I think it's being voted on tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. I heard it's being voted on soon. I'll have to maybe look up when this proposal is actually considered and voted on, because it's just not good. It's not good at all. Expanding reporting requirements for brokers, tighter rules on businesses for handling cryptocurrencies. The $10,000 thing is kind of already a thing. So, for example, if I donate somebody like $10,000, let's say like I go on Twitch and I'm just totally loaded and I donate somebody $10,000. And you'll see why I'm actually saying this example in a moment here. I have to report that to the IRS like immediately and file it in such a way that like, because I was watching Mr. Beast, and he was doing this video where he was donating obscene amounts of money to Twitch streamers. And he was donating $10,000 like to Twitch streamers and just blowing their minds. You know what I mean? Like you're just like streaming along and all of a sudden somebody donates you $10,000 and you're like, is that even, most people were like, that's not real, right? Like that's a joke. Like who the fuck would donate that much money? It was Mr. Beast. So that makes sense. And the other guy that was with him in the video was like, hey, whoa, man, gotta remember, dude, you're gonna make your accountant angry again or something like that. Again, just paraphrasing, he said something along the lines that you can't donate $10,000 because you're gonna make your accountant angry again, because like they have to, like it has to be reported in a different way and it's taxed more and stuff like that. So instead, like he started changing the donations to $9,999 because that's totally legit, right? Like that's fine. So can you get past that? You know what I mean? You could just like okay, like I need to move $50,000 in Bitcoin. So you move $9,999 of it at a time, like until you so do like 5 total transactions where you send it all, which is going to cost you more, in fees, but then you wouldn't have to report it. They're like, nope, it was $9,999. Sorry, you know what I mean? Like that's the thing with the exact numbers like that, $10,000. It's the same way when you're going traveling, and like you can't fly with like more than like $10,000 or something like that, or 20. So you could just go with $9,998 and don't care a penny more on you, even in your pockets, or 99 cents too, but whatever, you know what I mean? Like no more money than that, like not a single more dollar in your pocket, and like you're good, it's fine, right? It's totally fine. But if you had another dollar, right? Ooh, I bet it's in your shoe, but so validating distributed ledger transactions, that's everything. That's literally everything. That means if you run a node, like then you're a broker, right? Because you're validating distributed ledger transactions. Although what I suggest this means a little bit more is proof of stake if you're a miner. So dealing with mining software or hardware would likely subject to more tax reporting requirements. So validating distributed ledger transactions, you know what that's called? It's called fucking mining. So that's Bitcoin, that's Ethereum, that's any coin you stake, that's Cardano. That's any of them. So that's everything. That's literally everything in crypto. Like you can't manage the digital assets. Yeah. So however, the amendment proposed by Wyden, Loomis, and Toomey suggests changing the bill's definition of a broker, allowing many players in the crypto space to avoid the additional reporting requirements. The amendment initially received support from major figures in the crypto space. There's so little people that are going to comply with this. I couldn't even tell you how you file additional reporting requirements as a broker. I mean, like, I do my taxes, you know what I mean? Like, I'm the one that does them. The W-2s come in at the start of the new year. My wife's just like, oh, we got our taxes, and like hands them to me. I go upstairs and I do our taxes. You know what I mean? I sit there and I crunch them out. Okay. But the additional reporting requirements of being a broker, because I proof of staked energy coin, oh geez, I don't know that one. Like, I got nothing, boys. Like, I'm gonna have to do some Googling next time. There's nobody that's gonna comply with this. This is way too complicated. No, these people are not brokers. These people are not brokers. I am not a broker. Validating distributed ledger transactions, $10,000 reporting requirements. So just send $9,999 in Bitcoin. Oh, no reporting, right? Even if you got to do it 3 times. Fuck it. Handling cryptocurrencies and expanding reporting requirements for brokers and new rules on businesses. What are these? 3 U.S. senators proposed narrowing crypto tax language in infrastructure bill. Yeah, so this is in the, like I was saying, I've been saying this for a while, that in the infrastructure bill in the United States, there is, I didn't know this, like I think this is a new proposal to put in it, but before this, I knew that there is a proposal in it to raise capital gains by doubling them. In the United States, there's capital gains. I'm sure it's basically in most countries. But the way it works in the United States is that capital gains are 2%. Long-term capital gains are 20%. Excuse me, 20%. So if I buy Bitcoin and I buy it for $1,000, it's $1,000. So I buy one Bitcoin, and then in 1 year to the date, that Bitcoin is $10,000, which is some pretty good gains. Okay, but it happened. Technically, it happened. It went from 1,000 to 20,000 in 2017, so it's not that crazy, okay? So I bought one Bitcoin at 1,000, went to 10,000, and so now I owe $9,000 worth of taxes because that's my capital gains. But it's been a year, so I only owe 20%, which sucks. Pretty bad, but that's 20%. If it was short-term capital gains, it goes off your income. So let's say I make... I have a job. Let's say I make $200,000 a year. I'm probably in a pretty high income bracket at that point. It's probably like 30% or so. I don't know. I could probably Google them what the income brackets are. That's probably an easy thing to find. But let's just say at 30%. Well, that's more, right? So I don't want to be taxed at my income. I don't want to be taxed for short-term capital gains. I want to be taxed at 20%. So I want to hold it for a year and then sell it, and that's only 20%. I save a lot in taxes doing that, and so the proposal is that long-term capital gains tax will become 40% for anybody that's making over $1 million. So if you make over $1 million, if you have $1 million worth of income, and then you start, I'm not sure if that's just the taxable income, if it's you made $1 million in gains, or if that is just your income and then plus like the capital gains, or like combined, right? I'm not sure, but either way, you'd probably be paying a lot. But now it's going to be like 40%, so it's doubled. And well, that's not good, right? Because you might think to yourself like, well, I don't make $1 million. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I'm not sure. Good for you. But like, if you don't make $1 million, it's not a big deal. But the big players in the industry, the ones that are buying billions or millions or tens of millions of dollars of Bitcoin and raising the price, some of these whales, MicroStrategy has what, $7 or $8 billion in Bitcoin or something? 6? They have a lot. Sorry, I'll get to comments in just a sec, but they have a lot, right? Grayscale holds like 30 or 40 billion in Bitcoin, something like that, worth of Bitcoin. So not like 30, so it's appreciated. So I mean, it's a tremendous amount of Bitcoin, and they're the ones buying this. They're PayPal is like, okay, well, we need to hook up with a third party like payment holder, and that payment holder is like, okay, well, we're gonna need a lot of Bitcoin, right, to serve all of your customers because a ton of them are pouring in. So they gotta buy it, right? And all of those companies make $1 million in like 43 minutes tops, right, in the day, like probably like 43 seconds, okay, but seriously, like in under an hour, all right, period, these companies are making $1 million. So it totally applies to them, like guaranteed. And when they go to sell, they're getting taxed more. No, that's no skin off you and I's asses. But what it does is that, okay, now their income has been stripped by 40%. Their gains have been stripped by 40%. So now they have less to buy back in when it dips, or like to invest into something else. You just have less money, period, to reinvest. And it's not going to be good for the markets. It's going to be super bad, dudes. I don't believe it's going to be good at all. That's all of Wall Street. Any corporation worth their shit is worth $1 million in assets. You know what I mean? Like the building plus the employees plus the money, and you know what I mean? They all have $1 million worth of assets. Okay, they're all $1 million companies. Like a fucking small pizza shop, is close to $1 million in assets. But I don't know. It's like literally everybody. It's literally everybody that makes the markets. Like the little people like you and me, sure, we raised a price and stuff like that. You know, we can. But like when it comes to the stock market and like maybe like the market cap of Bitcoin and Ethereum, like our purchase, I don't care if you think it's an incredible purchase. You're like, I bought $20,000 of it. Well, that's a drop in the bucket, my friend, because it's like billions and billions of dollars. So good for you. But like, you're not going to move the market. You know, these guys are going to be moving the market. Then they're going to have less money to move the market again. It's not going to be good. And before that goes live, what would you do? If you were a big corporation, you had tons of liquid assets that you can just sell immediately and see the profit for that last quarter of the year. And 40% gains is coming in January. Let's just say it is. I don't know when it is, when this proposal is going to pass and stuff, but like 40% is going to come in January. What would you do? Oh, I'm going to sell now. I'm going to be like, okay, well, we're up a little bit in profit. We wanted to hold on longer, but like, let's just liquidate all this assets and this one and this one. We'll keep these ones and we'll liquidate these ones, right? That'll be our gains for the year because it's 20% instead of 40%. So of course you're going to do that. There's a 100% discount, like a 50% discount. So of course you're going to sell. So the markets are just going to go boom. As if this is like official law, like it's going to come in an official date. Before that date, man, they are going to dump something bad, dude. Because of course you're going to only pay 20% if you're going to have to be forced to pay 40%. And you're like a big corporation, right? So you have to pay. You can't just be some guy that sold $1,000, right? And then like get away with not paying your taxes on it, you know, because the IRS is like, it's just $1,000, right? Like we'll send them a letter maybe. But these are like big companies, right? They have to report, right? Otherwise, their losses, their taxes would rack up in hundreds of millions of dollars in just a couple of years, maybe. So, yeah, you're gonna sell. You're gonna sell at half for sure. That doesn't mean people won't be able to buy back in, but eventually people won't have the money to buy back in. After a couple of year cycles of 40%, it'll be rough. Also, the Federal Reserve is looking to increase rates now, possibly even sooner than 2023, maybe in 2022. So if those rates go live in 2022, and they go up, that's less money for everybody to invest, and the Federal Reserve ain't a joke. So if it raises its rates, it'll just savage the economy. It just does. It starts to go back, like pouring some of that money back in. And that's not going to be good either. So 40% capital gains with rising interest rates from the Federal Reserve. We may be in for a bit of a bear run someday here if these go live. I just fear that happening. I don't mean to FUD. I believe it's 40% capital gains held anything less than a year in on yearly earnings. If you don't make, you don't pay the 40%. Right. So I thought it was long-term capital gains. I thought it was if anybody that makes over $1 million. I'll have to look into it a little bit more. But of course, like it's not set in stone yet. So that's what I heard. Who knows? It might, because you know the way the Democrats operate, they might just want to. If you make $1 million, like they're just going to tax you at 40%, whether it's short or long. They're just going to do it. But I don't know. I'm not sure. But when it does increase, it's just not good. It's just not good. And even if it's like held anything less than a year, it's 40%. Well, there's tons of companies doing high frequency trading. I mean, that's literally what the stock market is. Like, I mean, the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange is just a big ass exchange, and it's just day trading, millions of times an hour. Just with high frequency computers. So that's 40% instead of 20% every trade. So that's not good either. That doesn't make it any better. I believe there will be a dump in December to avoid the capital gains hike. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yo, Sako, Mr. G, the recycling guy. I like your name, man. Are you like a recycler by trade? Gruber's, once again, Hex solves all long-term stakes with high interest. Pulse chain beats ETH to proof of stake. Good stuff, man. Good Hex shill, man. Substitute sale for Wake. Damn spell check. If you don't sell, you don't have to pay. Well, yeah, I mean that's the way taxes are. If you don't sell your assets, you don't pay. But It's like people just can't not sell. Like not everybody on the planet can just not sell, right? Then there wouldn't be any markets, right? So there's always high frequency trading going on. So whether this is short-term capital gains or long-term, it's gonna make the markets eat shit. It says Fist Dragon says good evening. This law only applies in the U.S. or is it like TTIP UA? So it's just a U.S. law, I believe. But let's be real here. I live in the U.S., okay? There's maybe a little bit of bias. But looking at this objectively, the stock markets, if those crash and various other markets crash, it affects the whole world. It affects the whole world, period. I mean, people can have investments in American companies across the globe, and if those companies are going down, producing less goods, going to less countries, the whole economy slows down all over the globe. So, and two, it's the United States. I'm sorry, but it's the United States, okay? Like objectively, the United States' GDP absolutely tears your family to pieces. It's like 20, I think it's 20 trillion now, something like that, close to it, the United States GDP. And all other countries are dwarfed. China's catching up a bit, but yeah, absolutely dwarfed. Like Russia has like 1 trillion, I think, something like that. I don't know. I haven't looked at the statistics in quite a long time, but so when the U.S. economy gets jacked up, it's not good for the rest of the world. It's not good. It can leak out a lot, like the 2008 housing crisis did. It started to infect like some places in Europe and in London. A lot of London banks refused to buy up some of the American banks because it was just absolute poison that would leak into England as well. So it happens. U.S. GDP is 23 trillion. China's 14 trillion. Yeah, so China's catching up real quick. Even just a few years back, like USA's GDP, is 18 or 19, and China's is like 8. So they're catching up super fast. But I'm just saying, like, if the United States collapses at 23 trillion, that ain't a joke. That affects the whole world. Period. It just does. Like, I mean, I would even suspect, like, if the European markets just absolutely shit the bed, like it would probably affect the United States too, because there's a lot of goods, services, assets moving back and forth. But yeah, America would probably affect the world the most. That or China. Like if China really, really took a shit, like if something real bad happened in China, that would affect the whole world, maybe even more than America now. And that just kind of shows the balance of power switching around, because they produce so many goods in China that you wouldn't be able to get those. It would be all slowed down. Euro dollar collapse. Yeah, it could happen. Fiat collapse. Yeah, it'll happen. EU guy, we know how to tax, so we probably will too. Yeah, my friend Meep is from Germany, and Germany's pretty nice though, because after a year it's 0%. So it's freebie to sell if you hold on to an asset for a year in Germany. So that's better than the United States, no doubt, because the United States, even if you hold on to it for a year, it's 20%. Absolutely. If the dollar fails, the global market follows with it. Would be interesting to see what currency comes out on top. Probably the yuan, man. Who knows? Although, see, America has this position, I hate to get too political here, but America's position of power throughout the world, I'd say maybe it's falling a little bit, but like America's power is not just like, oh, the dollar's great, but America's easily one of the shadiest countries in the world. Like for example, there's the US dollar petro recycling program. So basically what that is like the United States. You ever notice that oil is always sold in US dollars? Wow, what a coincidence. Like even if the euro is more powerful than the US dollar, or just worth more, right, and worth their time, oh man, it's just always in US dollars. Wow, that's just, what a coincidence that is. Even when the euro goes up above the dollar, or maybe the pound does, or some other currency, right? Man, they just go ahead and use US dollars. I wonder why. Well, first of all, Saudi Arabia, we're like, hey, Saudi Arabia, hey, my friend, let's do a deal. you sell all your oil in US dollars, no matter what, and we'll give you a bunch of tanks and bombs. We'll give you all kinds of cool shit. We'll give you so much cool shit, and we'll protect you too. Like if Saudi Arabia was invaded, do you know how fast America would be in Saudi Arabia? Holy fuck. I mean, dude, carriers would be like literally going through the water like a speedboat, like slightly, like the front, like the bow would be like, like the stern would be in the water a little bit more. That son of a bitch would be cruising. Saudi Arabia's under attack. Saudi Arabia's under attack. I'm on it. Just full power. Ding, 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 ding. That son of a bitch. There'd be people shoveling uranium into the reactor. Come on, motherfuckers. Come on, Saudi Arabia. Holy shit, that thing would be like, woo, out of the water. The captain would have to be standing at the front window because the fucking window would be like this. Oh my God, dude. Jets would be flying off that thing, man. They'd be like avoiding each other as they're coming in. Holy shit. So basically, we'll protect you, Saudi Arabia, do that in US dollars. So what does that do? Oh my God, thanks for asking, guys. What does that do? Oh, okay, so Japan, that produces basically nothing, it was like, hey, we need some oil. We need some oil. So they go to Saudi Arabia and they're like, we would love to buy some oil. And they're like, US dollars, please. They're like, damn, we need some US dollars. We better make some Hondas. So we make some Hondas, right? We make some Yamaha YZF R1 and then sell it to MrSotko, right? There goes $20,000. So they take their $20,000 from the Yamaha R1 that they sold me, even though I didn't pay $20,000 for it, but $20,000, and then they take it to Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia says, here's your oil, sirs, thank you. And then Saudi Arabia is like, boy, I sure could invest these US dollars, right? What should I do with all my US dollars? The United States is like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at us. You want to invest your US dollars? They're like, yeah, we sure do. What should we do? Just bring them on back into the United States. So they're like, okay. So we get our money back from them. Holy shit. For free. For free, nothing. So we basically just forced them to use the US dollar. So you want to know a conspiracy why we invaded Iraq? It wasn't because of WMDs, because there weren't any. It wasn't because of anthrax, because there basically wasn't any. What it was is that Saddam Hussein one day was like, hey, why am I selling my oil in US dollars? The euro is more expensive. I can get more money if I sell it in euros. It's basically like, selling it for a shit coin or selling it for Bitcoin. I'm going to sell it for euros. United States is like, holy shit, I think they got nukes, guys. I think they got nukes. The whole world is like, I don't think they have nukes. They're like, no, there's anthrax. Look at this bag of anthrax. Like, I don't think they have anthrax either. And they're like, no, we better go check. Just plowing the whole fucking country over. And then all of a sudden, poof, they just start reaccepting US dollars again. Wow, holy crap. Boy, that was fast. That was really coincident. Man, Libya. I'm pretty sure the same thing happened in Libya as well. Anyway. Geez, what a coincidence that all is. So the United States, yeah, if it goes under, you go under too, because the U.S. is the shadiest fucking government, dude. I'm really not sure who is shadier, China, Russia, or the United States. Pretty shady, though. It's like a shady competition. Who can be more shady? Russia with its Russia that's been attacking U.S. citizens and U.S. government employees with frickin' microwave radiation guns and shit in Cuba. Did you guys hear about that? Man, and then in front of random intelligence centers, people are just getting brutally sick, en masse. And the government thinks it's energy directed weapons. I wonder who would be doing that. You know what I mean? Gee. Oh boy, it's like when you come home and you have let's say you have two dogs and you come home and a vase is knocked over and there's dirt all over the floor, you know what I mean, that had a plant in it. And the one dog is just laying on the couch casually and the other one is in the corner like this. Gee, I wonder who broke the vase. You know what I mean? And Russia's over in the corner, they're like, oh, hey, I'm just just eating, I'm just at the snack tray, and you're like, and every other country is just having, time. You're like, hey, who directed the energy weapon at us? And all the other leaders of the countries are like, and they kind of go back to their, and like the guy, like the Russian, like Putin's like, gee, I wonder who's doing that. So Russia's pretty shady. They like to imprison like gay people and stuff, which is just, God, that's so 1940s. It's just, man, it's so 1940s. It's like a malt shop. It's like a southern malt shop. Russia's still like a southern malt shop. Like you go into a southern malt shop in Alabama in like 1947. You know what I mean? And like, and there's like a no colored sign, and you're just like, eesh. You know what I mean? That's kind of Russia. Russia, they got to catch up just a little bit. And then China, I don't know, producing viruses, mass slave labor basically, and like killing Uyghurs and whatnot. Making nukes. Threatening Taiwan, pretty shady characters, right? Like a whole country filled with programmers that can hack anything, as well as Russia. Very, very shady countries. Rip Gaddafi. Yeah, rip, dude. I remember that. I wonder if F is maxed out for the time being. Yeah, I mean, it reached 2,900, but last night I was doing a live stream, and we were at like here, and it was kind of like going down. Like it didn't look like it was like, I think I ended the live stream like somewhere around here. I'm not sure. It's like something like this, or I don't remember when, but it was going down, and I said it didn't look like it had much life left in it for today. But afterwards, it did go down a little bit, and then it's coming back. So EIP 1559 hype is kind of already over. There's not a lot of posts about it now. We got 6,900 Ethereum burned, but we're only at like a 3.7 ETH per minute burn rate. Ooh, look at a big transaction here or something. But so we're still at like 6.1 ETH per emission. We need about a 10 ETH burn rate to be deflationary for that period. Good evening, one who knocks. Heiza, hello. How are you? Sako, I've receiving a lot of emails from exchanges saying something about a bill which could be bad for crypto. Can you resume it for me, please? Because I don't understand it. Oh, yeah, we were just talking about that a little. That's how we sort of got into the this slightly conspiratorial conversation. Economic hitmen. We have capped oil reserves in the Gulf of Mexico. Then we have an operation. It would boggle your mind how much oil is in the Gulf. Yeah, no, totally. I get you. But strategically as a nation, if you were the United States and you were a long-term situation and you were like, okay, hey, like if war broke out, like mass total apocalyptical war, right? We need to survive. So we're not going to mass drain our oil supplies anywhere close to our own country if we can help it. Instead, we'll just use Saudi Arabia for now. And it's basically just giving them stuff and then forcing them and other countries to go to Saudi Arabia to buy oil to get US dollars. So basically everybody has to sell us stuff for US dollars. If Japan wants a dollar, they have to sell us a Honda. And then they have their dollar, and then they can buy oil. So we basically get a lot of stuff for free for the most part. And then China buys all of our like bonds and stuff. Japan buys a lot of our bonds and whatnot. And like we have no way to pay Japan back, but they just keep buying them. It's just like, I mean, economically one day, like things are going to be probably pretty fucked. Economy should be based on knowledge instead of resources. Knowledge is an endless pit. But what doesn't knowledge bring resources though? My man. Hey, what's up, man? Should I go long on BTC for 47,000? I can never recommend going long to anybody. That's my one thing that I probably won't ever change unless I don't know, maybe in the future. But I never ever recommend longing or shorting, margin trading. Just because the market, all of a sudden you could be right here and you're like, oh no, we're going down, right? Like we're going down for sure. And then all of a sudden a whale comes along and goes boop, and it just goes up $2,000 and you get wrecked. And you're like, oh, I had no way of knowing that. There's just no way to know that, right? But with Apple or something like a real stock And I think that's a different story, like short margin trade, right? Because like you're like, oh, okay, this company's doing really poorly, so I'm just gonna short them and pick up their stock at a later time, and then then mass sell it, because it's just like the company is doing poorly. But like with Bitcoin, it's just like, oh, the whale came along and sold it. Oh, whale came along and bought it. It's just like, whoops, you just don't know. Like you have no way of knowing. It's a total game. It's a complete gamble. There's no way to know. Like good news could be coming out and the price could be going up, maybe. So I would wait for like really good news before you ever margin or long, like say, let's say one day you wake up and an article is like 10 minutes old. Like you turn on your phone and you get a Google notification about an article or something, and it says Amazon is now accepting Bitcoin. Holy shit. Huge news. So yeah, then you put 100x long on your Bitcoin, on just like a little bit of it, like $1,000 that you can hopefully waste, and just 100x long it, because everybody's just going to be buying. Like if it was official news, like Amazon officially accepts Bitcoin. Holy shit. And then but any day like this, there's not very big news going on. Not particularly. I mean, there's the Senate thing, which is not good news at all. I mean, if anything, that's fuddy news. But things are just kind of trading sideways-ish, a little bit lame. There's no way to know that it's going to go up to 47. And it could go right back down to 39 or 40. And depending on how much leverage you used, it could just immediately get wrecked. If it's not that much leverage, you might be able to survive that and then it come back up. But I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of it in crypto. I'm just not. There's no way to know. Like with like GameStop, right? Like people figured out pretty quick, hey, GameStop is dying. Who goes to GameStop, right? You just buy any game you want off the Microsoft store or the PlayStation store. You just download it. You just put it on your credit card and it just downloads to your hard drive, right? I know some people still like stores where they can go and look at games and like old systems or whatever, see what they got, like used stuff. Fair enough. But just the majority of people are not, period. Like, I mean, the only reason you go to GameStop is like, oh, I want to buy an Xbox. Like, I'm not going to buy games here. Why would I? But now people just use Amazon. They just ship it right to their house. So you're like, this company sucks. It's totally overvalued. It's like $100. Why wouldn't we just short this? Like it's totally going down year after year. Let's start shorting it. So yeah, people started shorting it, and then they tried to short squeeze them. Like the Wall Street bet started pumping it to short squeeze, which forces those people to buy in at a certain price when they get liquidated or when the short is ended. Like when they end the short, they have to buy in at that price, and it wrecked everybody for like $70 billion. But that's a different story. I just mean shorting it was a good idea, just because it's shit. But this, there's nothing. There's only news, and so you'd have to wake up in the morning and see some amazing news, like Tesla reaccepts Bitcoin. Right? Elon Musk says Tesla is reaccepting Bitcoin today for their cars. Yeah, try it. Why not? I don't recommend doing it, but if that's what I'm just giving. God, I don't even like to give this advice, because dude, if you put too much leverage on and it goes down like $40 and that's times 100 and it's the amount of your principal, you're wrecked. It's over. It's over. If it just goes down like $40, if some douchebag comes along and he's like, well, got $1 million worth of Bitcoin, I guess I'm going to sell it today. Boom. And it just drops it by $40. Margin call. You got wrecked. It's just, there's no way to know. It's a total gamble. You're just going to get lucky. If you did it and you're like, I've successfully done it, well, then you've successfully gotten lucky. Sorry. Let's see. I buy magic packs at GameStop. Okay, fair enough. You can buy them online, and you can also buy them at a lot of different card stores, but I'm not saying don't go to GameStop. I'm just saying, like, I think objectively it's objectively it's shit. Like, it's going down. It's like very few people are going in and out of GameStops anymore. You can buy all the games online. You can buy the consoles online. You can buy old consoles online for really cheap. Sometimes like you can go on eBay and buy a Super Nintendo plus like 120 games for like, $60 or something, So GameStop ain't gonna have that shit. There's just the whole world has grown past it, you know what I mean? But Magic packs, okay, fair enough, right? Because you need the physical Magic cards. Still, you could order them on Amazon or something, or on some website, whatever. But fair enough, right? But again, you're just going in there and buying Magic cards. Like, it's not a big slew of people that are going in there and buying all the. I don't know. I guess when the new consoles come out, they probably do pretty good. Like, because those new consoles, I remember it was PlayStation 5. Like, nobody could buy one for like 6 months. Like, they were all like $5,000. It's basically impossible. Hey, what's up, Bag? Thank you for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate that. Hey, guys, hit the like button, too, if you're on YouTube. We got 22 viewers. We got 14 likes. Let's hit the like button. Let's get it to, like, 20. That'd be great. Also, if you're on Twitch, give me a follow, too. I do this fairly often. There's a live stream every Friday. I did a major live stream yesterday because of EIP 1559 coming out. We were sort of tracking the losses, checking out the news and stuff. So today, there's a little bit less content, but always lots of discussion for sure. Pivoting to esports hubs will be their only chance. I agree with that. I think they could do some work with esports. I think they could maybe somehow have an esports league at like every location. And they have like an esports team that goes there and plays, and you can go there and watch them, and you can go there and buy games, and you can go there and hang out. You know what I mean? I think if they fixed, I don't know, with the whole COVID thing. Now that's not a good idea because fucking COVID ruined everything, and their fucking cold virus. God, so terrible. It's like three children die. You know what I mean? Like it's like heart disease. More people die from falling off a ladder than dying from COVID. Like more people die from like coconuts falling. Like almost as many people die from death by coconut. You know, death by coconut is a real thing. If you walk under a palm tree, a coconut tree, and a coconut falls on your head, it's likely to kill you. Death by coconut, real thing. A lot of people have died by coconuts. It's a real thing. Death by coconut. So, God, fucking COVID. Don't get me started on that. But yeah, so I kind of agree with you. Like, it would be cool if GameStops were almost converted into more of a cafe, almost, right? So like they would have they could hire an esports team, and they could shift to like sponsoring and streaming and shit like that. Yeah, like really competitive gaming. Where like you have to go there to get it, or yeah, like it would be cool if they had like almost like gamer houses, like the whole thing would be converted to like 5 computers where like there'd be a team for League of Legends or something like that, and they'd go in there and practice, and people could come and watch like the tournament, and then they could do like stream tournaments and stuff like that. Yeah. They could also become like a crypto hub as well, like teaching people about crypto, selling crypto stuff, like selling Bitcoin, shit like that. NFTs, like gaming NFTs, like the new Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, like Walker, comes out, whatever. Like the new Legend of Zelda comes out for the new Nintendo, right? And then they have like get your NFT here, you know what I mean? And there's only like. And there's just this very small amount of NFTs or something like that, or you could pay more for the NFT version, and then you could trade it on the Ethereum network or something like that. Like NFTs, like rare shit. Maybe they could have like packs of cards with NFTs in them. That would be cool too. Like, you know what they need is like if you had a game like Magic the Gathering or Pokemon cards, and you had a little like. You made each one of them into an NFT, and there's only so many of them produced, and you could scan them, and you could see it on the blockchain and stuff like that to know that it's 100% mint, not a reproduction in any way, shape, or form. Like that would be cool. Somehow like do that. I'm not sure how you'd get it like exactly. But yeah, some kind of NFT gaming packs and stuff like that, where like in every 10 packs there might be a holographic NFT that's worth like $20, or something. We have Epic Store, Steam, Battle.net, Microsoft Store, Sony Store. If you want to buy cheaper, there's an Instant Gaming, Kinguin. Oh yeah, good old Kinguin, yeah, and G2A. I don't see a reason why GameStop's still a thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man, and that's why people shorted it. And that's like the analogy that I wanted to give is that like in the stock world, you can tell if a company's doing bad. Like, okay, the new iPhone comes out and it's just an absolute disaster. Like there's just headline after headline after headline of how much of a piece of shit it is. Everybody's returning it. Oh my God, it's terrible, right? So like you short Apple like $10, you know what I mean? Like short it down a little bit. And you're like, yeah, that was a smart move, right? Because like Apple's doing really bad. People are selling the stock. Maybe there's a sexual harassment claim at Apple or something like that. Uh-oh, time to short, right? But like with Bitcoin, it doesn't exist. It's just like sometimes the news, like adoption news. Like if you woke up one morning and you were like, you turn on your phone and you're like checking the time or whatever, and you got a notification, and it's from like Google News or like whatever news site you're subscribed to or something like that, and it says Amazon now officially confirms they are accepting Bitcoin. You're like, holy shit. So you wake up and you go to your computer and you start longing Bitcoin. That's probably not the dumbest idea. Again, it's still incredibly risky because if people start to sell for whatever reason, you just get wrecked. What do you think about ACH Alchemy Pay? I don't know what Alchemy Pay is. I know what Alchemist is, like the coin Alchemist. I know what that is, the NFT platform thing, but Alchemy Pay, is that like a... Can I search that? I've heard of... Okay, Alchemy Pay, yeah. 18 cents. Alchemy Pay is a blockchain project founded by a team of a seasoned payment professional in the traditional finance space to tackle the inefficiencies of the traditional payment ecosystem, such as fraud and human errors during reconciliation and settlement phases, as well as cluttered payment solutions. Alchemy pioneered an all-in-one hybrid fiat and crypto payment system for business, which can be deployed in any mainstream existing systems, be it offline, point of sale, payment terminals, mobile devices, etc., online or in-app to accept payments via mobile wallets, cryptocurrencies, credit cards. Kind of interesting. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. How much volume is this? $2.5 billion? What the fuck? And there was that big of a boost? What? Holy shit. Okay, that's an interesting coin. I like it when people give me interesting ones. Sometimes we get some true shitters. It's like, hey, check out this coin. And it's just straight down for like 3 years straight. I'm like, what am I checking out? Okay, so their website doesn't function particularly well. That's kind of a minus, but there has a method of payments. Yeah, I'd like to check out their website. I'll give it a ye old bookmark. Maybe I'll shill it someday. But yeah, I like that idea of being able to hook it up to your POS systems, like in your business, and just be able to accept whatever cryptocurrency. That would be amazing. That's something that needs to happen. It needs, like, we need a card swiper, right? So you'd have a card swiper, and then you'd have your POS swiper that like you have in any business. You're like your little Visa, MasterCard swipe thing, connected to your your computer, your register, right? And that would take payments, right? But then like you could plug in like an Alchemy Pay swiper and plug it into your other one. So if somebody's like, hey, do you accept this? But to do that, we need more crypto credit cards too. I'm not that opposed to crypto credit cards. It's kind of weird because it's like Visa or MasterCard, you know what I mean? And you're kind of not like, but I don't mind so much the existence of crypto credit cards, even though they're like powered by Visa, which is like a third party. Not so much, right? So like Coinbase has a credit card out. I should order it actually, because I was on the I was approved for that. You fucking better approve it. You know who? Coinbase. You better approve me for your Coinbase credit card. Don't you know who I am? Anyway, and I should order it. Check it out. See how it works. But anyway, so I like that idea, and that you could swipe, and then just pay for it. So maybe you don't need that, but like, yeah. So I can dig this. I can dig their idea. I'd like to check it out a bit more and see what they have to do. Just dumped to 15 cents. Yeah, I'm sure it kind of dumped a little bit because of the, yeah. Just because of this like straight up rise almost. Just came out on Coinbase. I think that's contributed to the spike. Is ACH on Coinbase? Is it on Coinbase Pro or regular Coinbase? I don't see it on regular Coinbase. It must be on Pro, huh? Because they'll come out with coins on Pro first sometimes before they... Yeah, okay. I haven't been on Coinbase in a while, man. Powered by Visa, that would be dope. Hey, MrSotko, what about Slush Puppy? Slush Puppy I know all about. In fact, I might have something in a queue for Slush Puppy. Yeah, it's on Coinbase Pro. Coinbase isn't debit card. It's a debit card. Yeah, it's a debit card. Credit card, debit card. I just meant the same thing. But yeah, debit card specifically. In the way you load crypto on, then you can just go swipe wherever you want. Yeah. And it's got like cashback rewards. So yeah, so I guess to like clarify the matter, it's not credit. It's a Coinbase debit card. So I suppose there's a small importancy there. Tell us more about Slush Puppy. So yeah, just debits your crypto account, which I don't mind. I think it's okay because like, you know, fiat vendors, like a vendor, you know, you might be like, do you accept Bitcoin? And they're like, I don't know what that is. You know what I mean? And you know, so it's not on there. Slush Finance, you mean? Just a minute here. We'll get that slush up. Oh, they changed it. They changed it to not to be too copyright. So this used to look like the Slush Puppy, like the slush slushies, you know, that dog. So they just changed it. I agree with this change, so it's not entirely copyright, which I don't know how they would really go after any kind of decentralized nature like this, but whatever. Still waiting for that address. Bizza. Yo. Crypto Noob, what's up, man? I sent it twice last night. If you sent it on YouTube, sometimes YouTube removes addresses. Also, if you try to send a link on my YouTube, it will not work because I have links turned off because you wouldn't believe the fucking spam if I have links on. It's unbelievable. I'll get like 100 links on every single video like in 5 minutes. You just can't be done. So if you want, you can go to Twitch and send him your public key for that. What was that cheat bath you were giving him the other day, last night? This is that's my Twitch. I'm live on Twitch as well. You can do links on Twitch. Oh yeah, you already are on my Twitch, I believe. Pizzone. Pizza Hut Pizzone. Yeah, only 2 credit cards I know about. Crypto is Nexo and Fold. Well, in the crypto.com credit card is more of like a debit card, I believe. I don't think there's actual credit on it. You have not shilled Raptorium. I'm not happy. I haven't got a membership out of you yet, dastardly man, nor a Twitch follow. Not very happy. I'm just kidding. We'll check out Raptorium. In just a second here. We were already on Slush, but we'll get to Raptorium. Raptorium is the most profitable CPU mineable coin in existence. We'll check it out. So Slush Finance, which I may have some content oriented towards this at some point. I guess there's just a little bit of waiting to do. Anyway, so Slush Finance is an autonomous Bitcoin yield farming protocol on the Binance Smart Chain. By holding Slush, you automatically receive Binance pegged Bitcoin directly into your wallet as each buy and sell occurs. So Slush holders are automatically able to farm coins. So basically what you do is you buy this with your BSC wallet, and then every hour, although let me say from experience, it's more like every 2 hours. You get, sometimes it's longer than that, but I think it depends on the volume. But every hour, allegedly, it's more like 2. You get Bitcoin. I can confirm that you do in fact get Bitcoin out of this. So when you're holding it, every couple hours or so, you get transactions in the form of 7% from people buying and selling in the form of BTCB, which is essentially Bitcoin because it's just Bitcoin on the Binance blockchain. Hey, John Wright says, what up, MrSotko? What do you think about Vechain? Thank you, kind sir. Also, keep up the good work. We'll get to Vechain as well because I think things about Vechain. I think things about it. Raptorium. Let me see here, 1 second. Thank you, John, for the donation. Raptorium, let's check it out. 24-hour trading volume is a hot $3,970. Doesn't even bother with the circulating supply or the total supply or even the market cap. Nobody knows. How long has it been out? Since March of 2020, so it had a higher price then. We're at about 1/10 of a cent, and it was 4/10 of a cent then, almost 5, and now it's going down. Okay, so we got a bad case of the going down. I think it's kind of trying to come back up though. A secure and ASIC FPGA resistant proof of work currency that allows for asset creation, future smart contracts, and while remaining immune to 51% double spend attacks. Well, how is it immune? Because secure, okay. So I mean, it's just a mineable. It's a proof of work coin, and I suspect you use your GPU as well. Downloads the wallet and the miner. Okay, CPU miner. Is there no GPU miner for this? Some changes so miner is not so memory sensitive. Ooh, nice. Includes Kryptonite. So it's a Kryptonite algorithm coin. CPU miner. So no GPU miners. But couldn't somebody just make a GPU miner for this real quick? I mean, because that's like if it gets even reasonably profitable, there'd be a GPU miner pretty fast. Because like anything a CPU can do, a GPU can do, somewhat similar. Although there's a few coins out there that really try to wreck GPU mining, and like you have like pretty low hash rate, but it's always still better than your CPU. It's just like basically it's hard. I don't know if it even can be done. I might have to bookmark that one. And while the price is going down, people always want something to mine. It's just a CPU miner, but a lot of people really like CPU miners. How to mine? Right. Okay. Yeah, how to solo mine with the wallet. Yeah. Oh, solo mine with it? I don't know about that. Probably pool mine. If I set this up, do it for a pool. I might do a video on this. Maybe. I haven't seen a proof of work coin in a long time. GPU mining is not supported yet. Okay, so it's basically this says that this coin is not popular enough for people to have made a GPU miner for it. Because like once it goes up in price and it's popular and like people really get a hold of it, they're going to be like, I want to mine faster than my CPU. I better write some code to mine with my GPUs. So that'll come sooner or later. But that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. It's just any CPU mining coin can be mined with a GPU as well. Some of them try to wreck the hash rate of the GPU, but it's still always better. Okay. Well, we'll save those. Thank you. Thank you, Dastardly Man. I've Raptoriumed you on Twitch too. They about to get listed on 2 more exchanges. They've been going for ages. Slow burners. Some of the guys from Raven. No GPU miner yet. Cross between Raven and Monero for the multi-mining. Yeah, right. So it's the multi-mining. Yeah, because it's ASIC resistant. Yeah, a lot of them have been doing that for years. Just like they switch up the algorithms. I think it was in like X16. Switches up all the algorithms. Something like that. I don't remember. I feel good about it. Great team. Could all go to shit, but I don't think so. Get on Raptorium. It's interesting. Thank you for your time. Best wishes from Manchester, UK. Okay, man. I may make a video about it. I don't know. No promises, but having a new video about something of mine wouldn't be too bad of an idea. It's just nobody comes out with any mining videos anymore. It's just like nothing. No new proof of work shit comes out at all. So, but if I do make a video about it and I shill it, you have to give me a channel membership. Small price to pay, man. Small price to pay. Especially when it goes 200x because of my 412 million views. 412 million minimum. Cheapath is proof of work. Yeah, but Cheapath is... yeah. Cheapath is pretty cool. Oh, man. Cheapath. We have fun. We have fun here. Hey, guys. We got 21 likes on the video. And we got more people watching. Please click the like button for me. I appreciate that so much when you click the like button. We're at 21. Let's try and get up. Let's go for like let's go for 30% crypto gains on the like button. Beta Tricks should see QKC, man, say that one 80 times fast, should see a pretty good rally. It will go viral after MrSotko, man. I'm sure it will. Pretty confident in that. Oh, Vechain. Okay, so wanted to know about Vechain. So Vechain has one of the most partnerships in the entire industry. I would go as to say, without any sort of stats behind me, so this is just a blind guess here, that Vechain has the most real actual partnerships in the entirety of cryptocurrency, I think. I could be wrong about that, but it seems that way at the very least, because they're partnered with a ton of people and various companies as a supply chain management tracking cryptocurrency. We're at 9.4 cents. The high was like 28 cents. That was in a little while back. Yeah, April or so. It was like 20. It says 26 here, but I think I seen it at like 28 on KuCoin at the time. I was trading a little bit around here, Vechain. I no longer have any Vechain. I since liquidated it for a different flavor of the month, if you will, I suppose. And but I was trading it around this time, so I was trading it up a little bit. I made a little bit on it, and but I appreciate Vechain. I think Vechain is insanely undervalued. I think I mean, it should be like $1. I mean, I don't know. Like it should be not at this price. I believe it's very undervalued. It has a lot of partnerships. I wonder if they have it on their like website, like the list of, because they just partner with all kinds of stuff. Let's see if they have any kind of list. I don't know, but like every other day, like every week, if you're on the cryptocurrency Reddit forums and whatnot, like subreddits as much as I am, you see like Vechain now partners with, and it's just some arbitrary meat packing company or something random for supply chain management. I mean, they might have, like, you might be able to like Google it and like find it, but there's a ton of them. And approves National Green Pass allowing I don't know what this news is all about. I just clicked on it. But yeah, there's a bunch of them. I guess I don't have them right now. Maybe one day I should do a video on Vechain too, but not really that vested into Vechain. It's just I appreciate Vechain, and I think it's undervalued. I don't think Vechain should be at this price, especially considering they add a new partner like at least once a month, just to track something stupid, and it just never really does anything for the price either. But I don't know. QKC, Quark Chain. Oh man, isn't this Yeah, I remember Quark. Or is that a different one? Because there was Quark as well. Quark. Yeah, I remember this one. Quark Chain. It sounds familiar. Rally soon. Why? Like what is there some kind of news, Beatertrix, that this should be rising? Thank you for the 1 bit, Basic. I appreciate that. I won't spend it all in one place. I promise you. But yeah, like what does this do? Like, why is it going to rally? It's been out for a long time and kind of consistently dumpy, except for that big explosion in prices. Yeah, you can stack it via Pancake Swap on BSC now. But why? QuarkChain Mainnet 2 launched. What's that all about? Supports multi-native token function. Yeah, because you can use it on PancakeSwap now. Okay, that makes total sense. QuarkChain Mainnet 2. Okay. All right, fair enough. But what does this do? Like, what is the coin? It's just like a smart contract coin. Short transactions, simple account management. With DeFi product. What's this? There's the Big Bang, Q2 or Q3 with a DeFi product. Oh, okay. Yeah, that might rise in price because of that. I'm not sure how much though. A little bit interesting. Thank you for that. Illuvium, the game one. Elrond. We checked out Elrond last week. And Illuvium. Terra looking to pump. Oh, God, what's that? Taraxa? I never heard of this. ADA and Vet are on the other end of the spectrum in regards to partnership. Yeah, a similar coin to Vechain is Chainlink. Now, I don't think Vechain is an oracle, so they're different in that regard. Like Chainlink makes oracles, whereas Vet is just like a supply chain management proof. But Chainlink I really like too because they have a lot of partnerships. I think they're with Deutsche Telekom and some others too. They make oracles for various companies. An oracle is basically like a CPU for code. And it's like it takes information and then routes it where it needs to go, like intelligently. So that's what Chainlink is, and I'm a big fan of Chainlink. Basic, thanks for subscribing. The tier one out of their mind. Thank you. I appreciate that. If I can swap, I'll donate to MrSotko. I don't know if you'll be able to or not, but for 5 cheap Ethereum, I got $8,200 in Tether. Petertrix with a Twitch Prime. Twitch primed. Oh, I mean, man, they're getting subscribed and primed out of their minds. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. To Roxa, let's say it was Elrond. I'll take a look at Elrond and Illuvium for you guys, though. I don't want to. We did check out Elrond, and then Illuvium as well. I kind of want to check. Illuvium has a game that sounds interesting. It's that a lot of people say you have to pay a lot of money to get started. Let's see, any kind of utilization going on real fast here. 51% utilization of the Ethereum network, so the fee burn rate is just 42 ETH. Not quite enough, boys. Got 6.5 ETH being created for a while there. I did see this down to -4 for a little while yesterday, like right when I started the stream or before it or something like that. Fees, I don't know. We'll have to see. We need some more utilization, boys. But yeah, Slush Finance, you basically just buy it on MetaMask, and you have it in your wallet, and then every couple hours you get Bitcoin. That's what it is. And I have some content. I have some additional content for that, but it's just it's not released at the moment. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate those subscriptions. Awesome. Remember Walton, something like that? Walton Chain? Yeah. Whatever happened to that too? That's a good one to look up. It was like Walton Chain. Yeah, Walton Chain. WTC. This pumped for a while. This was like a bigger price, I think. Like this was really popular for a while. I'm not sure. I'll have to look into it. Maybe I'm mistaken. But to Roxa, let's check it out. Let's see. We got a $1.3 million trading volume for over 24 hours. Okay, that's not too bad. So we got some liquidity going on. Rocketing up in price today, that's for sure. Wow, it's up like 50%. Oof, man, holders of that are really feeling good right now. Except the 180-day mark. Oh, God. So, yeah, it's really gone down in price. But, I mean, in the past few days has been just rocketing up in price. Why is that? Terex is a public ledger platform purpose-built for audit logging of informal transactions. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I know. Look at the day chart. It's up like 50% on Taraxa. Yeah. Walt Finance. I'm not sure. I got a little bit of a queue. Hey, MrSotko, won't be mad if you say cheap ETH is a test net, until it is not. Okay, man. And hey, I won't be mad if I get $8,200 worth of Tether out of it. I mean, for sure. Like I told you, I'll switch my stance immediately. If I can cash that Tether out, I'll switch my stance immediately, and I'll make several cheap ETH videos. Remember Walton? Yeah. So Terexa. Okay. So I don't know. Not the most interesting coin. Maybe their website's a little bit better. Auditing informal transactions, that just doesn't sound awesome to me. It could be a good purpose-built audit logging of informal transactions. Logging of an informal... democratizing reputation by tracking informal transactions gives every entity verifiable reputations by making informal transactions trustworthy. Removing operational friction. Purpose-built decentralized infrastructure. Meh. I don't know. Not exciting. Not too exciting. Elrond, I can't remember. I can never remember what this thing. Elrond aims to build a high-throughput blockchain, aspires to build the next internet-scale blockchain. Recognize the most scalability efforts. Oh, okay, I remember now. By kicking it down the road, Elrond set out to create a blockchain that is capable of 1,000 throughput than most blockchains. So they had the adaptive state sharding, secure proof-of-stake consensus mechanism. Okay, fair enough. Did they have smart contracts on this, or... I think, yeah, like trying to make fast smart contracts and high transaction rate. Yeah, Elrond, we'll have to see. I mean, it's doing pretty good. It's kind of down a little bit, but trying to come back. So That's an category. Illuvium is a little bit interesting. Illuvium decentralized gaming studio that merges online gaming with crypto, which I'm not that big of a fan of merging gaming with money, because then the game only becomes about the money. Nobody cares about the community. Nobody's having fun. It's just a job to people where they're like, okay, I can make $4 a day playing this game, right? And like it just becomes a job to some people, and they're just gonna grind, and it's just not a game when you add money to the game. It really ruins games. But I'm excited to find a good crypto game for sure. There's this like iOS game that you can download, and an Android game where you, like it's like a Pokemon Go or something like that. I don't remember. Hey, thanks for the 50 bits, Basic. Thank you. Appreciate you. I promise I won't spend all those in one place. Oh, 50, 100 more? Wait. Actually, I sent 50 more cheap address. Oh, yeah, you did send 50 more cheap eth to my address. That's right. I remember. So now I could have, like, $120,000 in Tether on an island of a blockchain. Thank you. I appreciate the 151 bits, Basic. Awesome. Swap and send a screenshot on Discord. I'll send you more. 250,000. How much cheap eth do you have? How much do you get for mining it? Were you just getting like thousands of them? Is it going to be 250,000? 50? So no, 5 is 8,000. So 50 just times 10 would be like $80,000 in Tether. So I'd have like $88,000 in Tether on some random blockchain for being sent 55 cheap eth. That's why I don't believe that. You know what I mean? It's just like, no, $80,000. I don't think so. Like for 55 cheap eth, man, it's just hard to believe. Sorry. I mean, I hope so. Don't get me wrong. My wife thinks it's a scam, but when I put that $88,000 on the table, she's going to be wrong. You know what I mean? Be connect. Thank you for the additional 100 bits. They're just pouring out. Bits are amazing to receive too as a Twitch streamer, because they're already taxed on the other end. So it's just straight up it's the straight up value of what they are. It's kind of like crypto in a way. Remember Walton? Yeah. So I keep so Illuvium. Yeah, I mean we'll see how this works. I'll look into Illuvium at some point. But I hear a lot of people saying on Reddits and stuff like that it costs a lot of money to get into Illuvium and get started. But Walton Chain, yeah. 458 bits, thank you. Neun und sechzig. Thank you. I wonder how many times it'll probably play it forever now. I'll probably have to stop it at some point. Eth Connect, yeah, dude, cheap Eth Connect. Walton Chain, all right. So I believe Walton Chain was more. Yeah, Walton Chain, right, exactly. Because I remember, in 2018, this thing got to like $40, and then has just been forever dumping after that. Now it's down to 64 cents. So like that, I mean, savage losses. But if you got on this when it first came out at around $4 or $5 or so dollars, pretty big gains. I mean, like you're looking at like, you know, eight times gains or so, maybe 9. Walton Chain is a genuine, trustworthy, and traceable business ecosystem with complete data sharing and absolute information transparency. It's created by the combination of technologies of RFID and blockchain, which pushes forward the integration of blockchain in the Internet of Things. Combines blockchain and IoT to create a management system for supply chain. So yeah, Walton Chain was a supply chain management coin, and I guess it just didn't catch on. It is hard to believe, I agree, but that GeoHot signature, yeah, I mean, we'll see, man. So yeah, Walton Chain kind of got wrecked a little bit. Hey, Toprick, hey, what's going on? Oh man, even more bits from Basic. I appreciate you. Thank you for pouring them in. That is what I'm hoping for. Definitely feels undervalued to me. It scares me a little because they're out of China. Vechain? Yeah, I feel like I feel like they're just undervalued for sure. What's up? Oh, not too much. Taking a look at some coins. The viewers are shilling some altcoins. checking out the Ethereum burn rate, some of the news, talking about the thing that may pass here sometime soon. Danae, thanks for following on Twitch. I appreciate that follow. Welcome to the 400-foot underground crypto vault with the Metal Gear Solid replica elevator and the blast furnace and everything. You get to view it as you go down. People attack you. It's fake, but people attack you and you punch them like Metal Gear Solid. It's pretty cool. You can also opt out of that too and go down the stairs if you want. So yeah, I want to kind of loop back to this because this is savage. So in an amendment from Oregon Senator Ron Wyden on behalf of himself and Wyoming Senator Cynthia Loomis with the support of Pennsylvania Senator Pat Toomey, the U.S. lawmaker suggested that some of the provisions in the bipartisan infrastructure deal shouldn't apply to developers, miners, or blockchain firms in the crypto space. So basically what's happening right now is there is a bill that is imminently being voted on sometime soon. I can't remember. And this is part of the American infrastructure package. So it's in that stimulus package. And this is in it. And it's not good for crypto miners. So basically, the amendment proposes that the definition of a broker does not include anyone in the business. Okay, so this is an amendment to the already thing that's in the package. Okay, so what's in the package right now? It proposes that anyone in the business of validating distributed ledger transaction, developing digital assets or their corresponding protocols, or dealing with mining software or hardware be defined as a broker. So by clarifying the definition of broker, our amendment will ensure non-financial intermediaries like miners, network validators, and other service providers are not subject to reporting requirements because they're basically so it's the infrastructure bill HR 3684. So that's in the infrastructure bill. So this just happens to be a small slice inside the infrastructure bill. And what this says is, like, among other things, the bill proposes implementing tighter rules on businesses handling cryptocurrencies. And so these senators are trying to get rid of this, right? But this is what is currently in the bill. And if they pass the infrastructure package, this gets passed with it, because you could spit a loogie into the bill, and if it passes in the package of 5,000 pages, your loogie is law, right? It doesn't matter. You could put, Americans should be put in prison at the age of 30. And it's just, and boop, you know what I mean? Like, so like whatever you put in there and it passes, that's what passes. And they often just throw all this gobbledygook and garbage inside of it that fits themselves or suits their own nature in some way. And so on businesses handling cryptocurrencies and expanding reporting requirements for brokers. Brokers? What brokers? You now mandating that digital asset transactions worth more than $10,000 are reported to the Internal Revenue Service. So basically that's a thing now. So like if I send you $10,000 or I donate you $10,000, I have to do additional reporting to the IRS for that. But if I send you $9,999, I don't have to do that. So that's entering crypto soon if this passes. However, the proposed amendment from Wyden, Loomis, Toomey couldn't potentially strike down all the reporting requirements should crypto firms not be considered brokers in the bill. It also basically, so anyone in the business of validating distributed ledger transactions. So that's literally everybody in cryptocurrency. If you do proof of stake, you are validating distributed ledger transactions. If you're doing proof of work, you're validating distributed ledger transactions. And so then you're a broker and you have to report that to the IRS without selling anything. Developing digital assets or dealing with mining software or hardware. So like, what does that mean? What it means is that it applies to everybody. Dealing with mining hardware, well, my GPU is mining hardware technically. Am I dealing with mining hardware? So like that means that the government can go after you in certain ways that they couldn't before. Because if I owe $1,000 to the IRS because I didn't pay taxes for a year or something like that, who knows? If I owe $1,000 to the IRS, eventually in the mail, I'm going to get a letter from the IRS that says I owe them $1,000 and that I can call them or make payments and pay off my debt, right? That's what the IRS is going to do. They're probably not going to go after me because it's not really expensive enough. But That's all they can really do is like send you a letter, and they might be able to like send you another warning letter like, we'll garnish your wages and we'll get our $1,000, or maybe they'll garnish your next tax return, $1,000 of it to pay it, right? Hey, thanks for gifting the tier 1 sub to One Who Knocks. Wawa weewa. Thanks, Basic. Going nuts today. Awesome. So yeah, so by defining you as a broker, now you're legally obligated to be like reporting every single thing you're doing in the crypto world. They might be able to use that as a better way to actually subpoena you, or like show up, or like physically make you pay somehow. Probably not by beating you with a baseball bat, Big Tony style, but similar, right? Because they can't go after me for owing $1,000 to the IRS. At best, they're just gonna tax me, right? They'll be like, oh, we'll take it out of your paycheck, or we'll take it out of your next tax return. Like, please pay us with a letter, right? But if I owe a bunch of money, or I'm validating distributed ledger transactions and they don't like it, now they can use other ways to go after me and not just send a letter. So that's why they're doing that. It's not going to be good, because it's literally everybody validating distributed ledger transactions. That's literally anything you do in crypto. That's literally anything you do in crypto. If you send crypto, you're technically kind of validating. If you run a node, if you run a proof of stake, if you run a proof of work, if you're mining to a pool, you're validating some shit. Not good. Hey, what's up, Toprek? Yeah. Better start filling in that 88K cheap tax report now then. Yeah, man. They're going to want their 88K. I'll be like, if you guys can get it off the blockchain, let me know. I'll give you half. Basic. Thanks for the additional bits. Putting it at that 5:01 for the day. I wonder where Meep is today. I wonder if he knows that I'm live. I'll have to give him a little shout out and have Meep Vestments come on in here. Show you guys how it's done. Show you guys how it's really done here. Let's get Meep on in. I'll just say live streaming, let's go. They all need Meep Vestments. Wise words. Billionaire Meep from Meep Vestments. The real German investor. Yeah, ain't a joke. Germany's greatest cryptocurrency investment firm in any German-speaking country, apart from Austria. That's Meep Vestments. Okay, guys. Hey, why don't you get me some more shills? Anybody got any new altcoins? Link some altcoins. Let's check them out, guys. And I'll go through. When Moon, Thursday, Tudfudders. Give me some more shills. I'm going to take a union break, so feel free. Yeah, F Austria. You know, and like anybody in Sudetenland and maybe like on the border of France and maybe like the Czech Republic, right? How much is in Slovakia? How many German speakers? I'm sure there's a few, right? Slovakia too. Put the whole basket in there. Meep Vestments is bigger, apart from Austria. But I'm going to take a union break. I'll be back in 2 or 3 minutes. We're still staying live, so don't go anywhere. Hit the like button. Yeah, sponsor time. Christian knows what's up. It's wild sponsor time. Give me a follow on Twitch if you get the opportunity to do so. I'm live on Twitch and YouTube. All kinds of fun stuff happening on Twitch today. Digibytes, thoughts, por favor. We'll put on Digibyte on here, but we want some more to come back to. I want more to come back to. I want some more shitcoins. Find me some shitcoins to look up on CoinGecko, please. I can talk. It's Pepsi shill time. Oh yeah, forgot. Sorry, man. You saved me losing my contract. I have to do that legally. Slush Puppy. We already looked at Slush Puppy. I'll see you guys in a few minutes' time. Stick around. There's so much more to go. So much more excitement. Oh, right. I told you I'd be back. See? Not a liar. I always come back. Man, Keeney giving out mad cheap ass, dude. No questions asked. Cheap ass is gonna be sent from Keeney. Man, I'm surprised Meat Vestments isn't here. Here, I'll do the Meat Vestments call. I want to invest $1 million in Bitcoin, in Bitcoin, in Bitcoin. Where can I invest $1 million in Bitcoin, in Bitcoin? That should get him. Just wait for it to travel at the speed of sound to Germany. It should probably take like 2 hours. Yeah, Digibyte. Digibyte's wasn't it kind of going up though, or didn't it like go up like a lot during the yeah, so like if we pull it out, like it went all-time high in April 2021 for whatever reason. I don't know why. I mean, maybe there was like a mainnet launch or something like that, or some kind of upgrade or whatever. But yeah, it all-time high just a few months back. So I guess. But yeah, Digibyte, LOL, Digibyte, yeah. While it is still cheap, I thought it's always supposed to be cheap ath. If it's not cheap, it ain't cheap ath, man. So how is cheap ath? How is it so cheap that it's $8,800 in Tether? I don't get it. Let's see how much Tether I get for 50 cheap ath. I'll do it here on MetaMask. Sorry, it's real private stuff going on. Real private. Oh man, I need a haircut. It's at that stage where it's just like annoyingly. Okay, so 50 cheap ath. Let's do a full swap. I can't swap. Only available on mainnet. Do I go to the cheap ass site? What is the website? Let's see like how much cheapeth.org. Cheap swap. So bad. Yeah. You gotta connect to this. Okay. Okay, here we go. Select the token. What's the USDC? What is it called? I forget this whole process already. It's how vested I am in cheap ath. 71.28 ath. This has been burned so far. Copy and paste a USDC address. So stupid. Yeah, USDC. Okay. Oh, just 82,000 USDC. It's fine. This is fine. This is sustainable. This is totally fine. 2 Guai? Why not? 2 Guai, paying it. It's pending. Oh man. That's a sustainable process right there. $82,000 in USDT I just made, boys. It's no problem. It's gonna continue like this for a really long time. This is fine. How easy was that? When's the last time you watched a YouTuber live just make $82,000? Using that cheap swap. It's fine. Yeah, you need cheap ETH for fees as well. Yeah, I need that 2 guai. Need that hot 2 guai. Disconnect from that immediately. Basic, thanks for the bits. We got 2 donations. Oh, bits. 701 bits for Basic. Thanks. I appreciate you. Dink may be a scam, your sources say. Dink, huh? Kind of sounds like one. Dink doink. Yeah, dink and doink. Dink doink. Sure as shit looks like a scam. What is this? What is this move? It's the lowest price coin I've ever seen. Is that 10? Is that 10 quadrillion tokens? Only 10 quadrillion. This is fine. What does this do? Dink Doink is a community meme forked from Australian Safe Shepherd. It's blurring the lines between entertainment and crypto. Whoa. The token was fair launched, and every trade contributes toward automatically generating liquidity inside of Pancake's liquidity protocol. Holders are rewarded by earning passive rewards through static reflection. Hot shit. Adding them passive dink doink rewards. Oh, man. It's fucking quality. That's a quality shitter right there. Thank you. That might be one of the most shit fucking coins anybody's ever shilled. That's good. Nine at least a 9 out of 10 shill for shitcoinery. 9 minimum. Like if you took this to like a card shop and you had it like, you know, mint tested, they're gonna give at least a 9. Okay. Let's see. I like Atom for sure. It would take off with the gravity decks, but too many bears. Yeah, way too many bears. Atom, huh? Oh, Cosmos. Yeah, okay. Man. 30 bucks, now down to 13. But like everything pumped around this time. It was either like April, May, or March. Or like March, April, May. Sorry. When like all these altcoins pumped like super big. There's independent parallel blockchains called zones, basically sharding, each powered by classical Byzantine fault, and like Tendermint already use platforms. Some zones act as hubs with respect to other zones, allowing many zones to interoperate through a shared hub. The architecture is a more general application of the Bitcoin sidechain concept using multi-asset distributed ledger, special native token. Basic, thanks for the whole mess of 1 bits. As staking totems, Adam. So is this like a smart contract coin or like the internet? Oh, blockchains, ecosystem of interconnected apps and services built for a decentralized. Okay. Is there anything like being made on this? Like Cosmos has been out a little while, and is there just like, is there anything on it, or I wonder. What will View build? It's Jake Paul's scam coin, Dink. Is that what it's supposed to be? I don't. Jake Paul? Why? Apparently, nobody cares. Hey guys, if you're on YouTube, hit the like button. We're at 27 likes. Let's pump it to 30. Let's get some gains. Let's get big crypto gains on that like button. What's that? What else we got? SKL says Pizzone. Scale. Yeah. Let's take a look at that. All time. Came out late 2020. Reached its all-time high there this year. 88 cents. Svanzig bits. Thank you, Basic. I appreciate the random amounts of bits. Makes things fun. Have you reviewed Phantom? I think a couple weeks back. It sounds familiar. Like, I know what Phantom is, but what does this coin do? Deep in bits. Elastic blockchain network. Build powerful Ethereum dApps. Run your dApps in a decentralized modular cloud built for real world needs and configured for your requirements. Deploy with just a few lines of code. Should make a Sotko coin with scale. Forget the limitations of traditional blockchain development. Secure and decentralized? Well, I'd hope so. BFT? I'd hope so. Native to your existing... Was that an Australian? I don't know. Zeben? I don't know. Zeben... It's my pseudo-German. I know the word. How about Anchor? Yeah, Scale. I don't know, Scale. You're losing my attention. Meh on Scale. Anchor. Did you set up your MetaMask with the custom RPC in the correct chain? What? Oh, one who knocks. Yeah, you're getting some of that. You're getting some of that nasty cheap eth. Keeney giving out the insane cheap eth. Hey, boys, ladies and gentlemen, which I'm sure it's 99% gentlemen. Head over to Twitch, where Keeney is giving out an unbelievable amount of cheap eth. Become like MrSotko and have $82,000 in Tether. Sell it for Tether. $82,000 for about 50 or so cheap eth. So head on over to Twitch, click the button, make yourself an account if you have to. Be like, hey Keeney, I want some cheap eth. Send him your have him, ask some questions. He'll set up the RPC, custom RPC. You got to set up the custom RPC in your MetaMask. You connect to the cheap eth blockchain. Boom. You get that cheap eth from him. Boom. You put that USDC contract code in on Cheap Swap. Boom. Swap it for USDC. Get 80,000 USDC. Only on Twitch, dudes. Yeah, because I don't think you can post. I can post links, but I don't think you can post. Some people can't post links and stuff like that. I don't know. Like, YouTube doesn't work very well. Anyway, that's your choice. Miss out on the cheap eth or don't. It's free real estate. In fact, let's play the video. I mean, we're probably going to get copyright from it, but who cares? Let's bring it on over here, shall we?
The following advertisement is intended for Jim Booney only. It's free. Real estate.
We're giving you land.
It's free.
We're giving you a house.
It's real estate. Free.
It's a free house for you, Jim.
This is free real estate.
Well, you gotta bring furniture, but the house is free.
2 bedrooms, no rugs. It's free.
You unlock the door to your free house. We got you the real estate.
It's a 2-bedroom house. It's free. It's got a pool in the
I'm
back.
not carrying this around all day. It's for your house.
Free real estate. I'll pee my pants.
Jim, come get your damn land.
It's a free house!
Jim, I got real estate.
Jim, to get better than this,
Jim.
the house is free!
Jim.
The house is free!
It's a free house.
It's free real estate.
It's free cheap-ath. Head to Twitch. Get that cheap-ath. Let's see what we got going on. EIP 1559, 7146 ETH. Now 7158. What is that? Let's whip out the old calculator. 7158. What's the price of ETH at right now? I don't know. 28.93. $20.7 million worth of Ethereum burned so far. It's going to be a lot over time. It's going to be a lot less pouring on the markets. So, I mean, really, like, there's still Ethereum being produced. You know, rewards are still 2.1, 2.4 ETH. But we're burning, 0.8, 0.4, 1 ETH there, 1.14. And that's just less going on to the markets as sell pressure. So this is a super good thing. Like, even though we're still net positive, like we're still inflationary. There will be times of deflationary movement, and like that will be a ton less to the markets, because when the network utilization gets to like 100%, we're going to be burning 10 ETH or more a minute. So therefore, we're not gaining any ETH in the entire ecosystem. We're like losing ETH in the entirety of the ecosystem over that time. So miners have very little to be pouring back to the market, just their base reward of 2, at least for now, until like proof of stake comes along. Basic, thanks for the 100 bits. 901. Appreciate you. Yeah. Hacker shows how he 51 attacked Ethereum clone cheap ETH for $100. Yeah, I bet, man. It's not really a hack, but just how proof of work. And he airdropped everything. ETH was hacked too. That's why we have ETC and ETH. That's true. That's true. ETH. What exactly happened? I don't remember what happened. ETH. Something bad happened with ETH. A ton was stolen, like a major hack. And this was like right after it came out, shortly after. I don't remember exactly when it happened. And Vitalik Buterin wanted to roll back the chain, and some of the developers did not. So they sort of eventually disagreed and moved on. And some of them created Ethereum Classic, and the others went on to actually the Ethereum. So technically Ethereum Classic is more like the original Ethereum. It's like sort of like the real Ethereum. Ethereum we have is like a forked version away to reorganize the chain. Yeah, that's why we have ETH Classic. But ETH Classic totally blows. Just totally blows. Like, name me, like, go in under 10 seconds. Like, for $1 million in under 10 seconds, go. Like name a smart contract on Ethereum Classic without like Googling anything. You're like, I guess I don't get $1 million. Like, what smart contracts are on fucking Ethereum Classic? It just goes to show, like, with Ethereum, I mean, you could literally say anything. You could say an Ethereum token. You could say anything. Any contract. You're like, CryptoKitties. And you're like, yep, correct. That's all you have to say. You know what I mean? You could say a token. So, yeah. Roger Blaze, howdy. Oh, Meep. It's Meep. Meep, see, I told you he'd come. I told you, like, he'd show up. Because Basic is going nuts here with the bits. And I said, Meep Vestments, I wonder where Meep Vestments is. And told him that Meep Vestments, of course, the largest cryptocurrency investment firm in any German-speaking country apart from Austria. And so I would do the Meep call, and he would show up. Like, but it has to like travel at the speed of sound to Germany from where I'm at. And so the Meep call, for anybody that doesn't know, in case you ever need Meep in a flash, like if you're like in quicksand and you're like, oh, I ain't gonna make it. Here's what you do. You say, I want to know where to invest $1 million in Bitcoin. Oh, and you're like sinking in the sand. You're like, I want to know where to invest $1 million in Bitcoin. And like all of a sudden, a big ass fucking hardy hand, dude, fucking from 6 feet tall, dude. He's fucking blocking the sun from you, and like just a hand grabs onto you and pulls you out, man. It's fucking Meep, dude. Meep Investments. That's how you call Meep. Technically, he's a superhero, but he's more known for Meep Investments. Yeah. I want to know where to invest $1 million in Bitcoin. You're like falling from a plane, like you go skydiving. You're like, yeah, this is awesome. And then all of a sudden your parachute just zip and goes away. And you're like, oh no, I'm totally dead. You're like, I want to know where to invest $1 million in Bitcoin. And Meep Investments is just like on a old German nasty rocket. I mean, it was only $53,000, right? It saved him a lot of money. Boom, grabs you. Like, oh man. So glad. And he's just like, you got to invest $1 million now, right? And you're like, oh fuck, man, that's gonna take a long time. You're like, dude, don't worry, you can do it over a 20-year period. I've got this great investment plan for you. Like, oh, thanks, man. I'm glad you have payment, systems. Like, I guess it's better than dying, right? Like, I was gonna smack into the ground. You're like, yeah, totally. I mean, it's just $1 million. Just buy, you just need to buy $964 per month for the next 20 years. He'll work it out. I mean, if he had enough money to go skydiving, he's got enough money to do a 20-year investment plan with Meep Investments. I mean, come on, get fucking real. Please, glad to see you're live more often. Yes. That was pretty obnoxious. I'm not sure what it was, but the real estate ad, that is. Oh, that's Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job. That's literally the name of the show. Tim and Eric's awesome show, great job. Will ETC be a contender? Is going to be interesting. No. Ethereum Classic? No, man. I mean, is it going to go up in price? Maybe. Like, also, there might be some kind of weird dynamic once proof of work goes away entirely for Ethereum. Which I think is soon. I think it's under a year. I'm not sure, but I don't think it's going to be much longer. The difficulty bomb comes December, and that's supposed to dissuade miners. Where's my hat? She needs a shaving. There's my hat. Oh, I got the hat. Yeah, like, it's not just a thumbnail. Okay, I got the hat. 100 bits, thanks. So, what was I even saying? God, I don't even know. Oh, well, ETC, yeah. So, like, once proof of work goes away, I feel like there's going to be a lot of hash rate that will go on to Ravencoin. And there's going to be a lot of hash rate that's going to go to Ethereum Classic, because like if you had a big mining farm, or you are mining and you're mining Ethereum, probably because it's still really profitable, and all of a sudden it shut down, what would you switch to? Probably like Ethereum Classic, Ravencoin. Depends, like on what to mine.com. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. Let's say you got a bunch of 580s. Let's say you got like 10 580s whirring away on a rig or two. So right now, like, you're making $21 a day with Ethereum. After that, the next profitable coin is this Ergo. I have no idea what this is. I've never even heard of this. But here's the thing with some of these, like, okay, so Ethereum, Ravencoin, Ethereum Classic have always been at the top of like mining profitability, along with like Zcash. Back in the day they were, but like if you want to talk about long-term mining profitability with your GPU, it's always been Ethereum, Ravencoin, and Ethereum Classic for sure. Like Ethereum Classic is far lower. You can see $21 a day to $14. That's significantly lower, but it's always at the top. And you have these like algorithms, and then you have nice hash, which that's going to go away too. It's the same thing. But this coin might not even last. I don't know how long this has been at the top. Let's see, profitability over 7 days is 85%. So at least for 7 days, it's been pretty much at the top. But is this going to last forever? I don't know. So, like, if you got a bunch of GPUs, like, you're probably going to switch to Ravencoin, or a ton of hash rate is going to go to Ethereum Classic. I mean, the net hash rate of this, 287 million to 7,377,000,000. So this is like 10, 20. I mean, this is like 50 times less than this hash rate almost. So all this hash rate is going to have to go somewhere, and it's all going to go to Ravencoin and Ethereum Classic. Hey, Coiner, what's up? Picked up a lot of 40 Optiplex 3020s for $15 each today. Are 3020 a graphics card? Isn't that those what is that? Oh, okay, Dell Optiplex 3020s. Yeah, okay. That's why I was a little odd. They all have i5s, GTX 730s, and 16 gigabytes of RAM. They sell for $20 to $30 each. My PC flipping side gig has been hot the last couple of months. Where the hell did you buy 40 Optiplex 3020s for $15? GT. What are even the size of those old GT 730s? Those are not even GTX 730s, are they? Like 750 or whatever. That's like an old 2 gigabyte graphics card. Yeah, that's an old card. But is that a $21 per day card? Far from it. I don't even know what you would mine on it. Maybe you can mine Raven on it. I doubt Ethereum Classic or Ethereum, because they're only 2 gigabyte graphics cards. So you'd probably want to do a core intensive algorithm like Raven. Thank you, Basic, though, for the gifted subs and whatnot, and the subs and the 1100 bits. I appreciate that. Out of nowhere. Soviet Commander hat. Serious information. Yeah. It ain't a joke now. Cheap ETH. Yeah, guys, if you want some cheap ETH, what you need to do is take this link and go to Twitch. If you don't have an account, make an account real quick. Probably takes about 3 minutes. And KeeneyWo is in Twitch. Keeney, it's Kini. So be like, Keeney, give me some cheap ETH. This dude is giving out cheap ETH, right? Then you take that cheap ETH, you put it in a MetaMask. You would get it sent to your MetaMask. You go to Cheap Swap, connect your MetaMask to the Cheap Swap, and then swap it for USDT. You need to take the USDT contract and put it in as the coin name that you want. Swap it. And because I just sold, check this out, guys, real story here. I just sold 55 cheap ETH for $82,000 in USDT, which I'm sure that it's totally sustainable. Totally fine. It's totally fine. This is going to last forever. It's fine. Endless Parts. Hey, what's going on? How are you? Basic, one Litecoin for your backup hat. Fair offer. I think I do have a hat somewhere, like another one. I think it's in a box somewhere. It's hidden somewhere. I don't have a backup hat. I have a Kevlar military helmet that I used once in a video, but that's about it. I think I have like a naval version of this or something like that, or some kind of naval hat that looks like this, but it's like blue. I have no idea. The story behind the hat is that me and a bunch of friends went to this dude's house. He was renting a house. It was like the first time he was renting a house. So we went there and we had a party. And the house was totally empty. It was like totally empty. I mean, there was maybe a few pieces of furniture around, but the house had a big garage next to it, with like big, like the industrial doors. So obviously it was used for some kind of business of some kind. And there were like industrial racks in there too, like for putting product on. So I'm not sure what it was used for, but the only thing in that house was in the garage, on one of those shelves. And we opened the box and we all took a look in it, and it had like two metal helmets. Like one of them was like a Stahl helm, and one of them was like a normal military helmet, but like an older GI helmet, like metal, instead of like the Kevlar ones today. And it had about 4 or 5 of these hats. And there was this one, which was immediately the best one. It was immediately the best hat. I was like, this one's fucking great. And my other friend took the Stahlhelm, and I took another one. There was like a white naval captain's hat, you know, with the kind of roll in the front. And then there was like one like this that was blue and it had like, it was clearly like a naval hat. I don't remember what country or anything, but I took both of them. And then I just had this one for years. And, yeah. So I just have it. You remember the Army helmet from back in 2017? Yeah, for the I remember the video. For the Alex Jones video. Because somebody on my channel commented, "Hey, can you start the channel any different than you do?" Or something like that. Some kind of quote like that was like, do something different when you start up a video instead of saying the same thing. And so I did that instead. Yeah. Just to get them real good. They will resell for $200 to $300 each. Raruka Dollmaster, thanks for the Twitch Prime. Subscribe for 2 months with Twitch Prime. So Twitch Primed out of your mind. Thank you. Here's my sub. Keep working hard. Pumping those coins. You just changed your name. Oh, okay. Fair enough, Dollmaster. Basic, thanks for the 101 bits. The very arbitrary 101. I like that. Yeah, so they're going to resell for $200 to $300 each. Picked up the entire lot for $600, so 40 times 250 on average. So $10K value purchased from $600 from local school computer lab. Did you just call them and ask them if, like, how did you even come across that? That's so weird. Like, did you just call a school and say, hey, do you have any old computers you want to sell? Or did somebody, like, tell you about it that, like, works in the school or something? Because, yeah, you could sell those all on eBay for, like, $200. Yeah. $200 each. Just totally working computer, you know, to sell it on eBay. Thanks for all the info lately. Where else can we tip? Rudy, thanks for the $2 super holler. Sorry, it's so cheesy. It make myself laugh. Okay. Thanks for the $2 donation. Where else can you donate? Okay. Well, I don't know. I always hate saying this. It's so weird saying this. Like, where can you donate? But in the description of the video of the live stream on YouTube, there is a Litecoin, an Ethereum, a Bitcoin address, a BAT donation address. You can send me almost any cryptocurrency that's on BSC or Ethereum. I have a MetaMask, so like I can accept whatever. I'm also live on Twitch. Where you can donate bits, you can subscribe. You can also subscribe on YouTube too. It's called being a member on YouTube. And if you look at, like, just below the likes and the dislike button, there's a little button called join, and you can become a member of the channel for $2.99 a month, and you get a Cool Beans badge when you're when you chat. You get a Cool Beans badge, and you look 32% cooler. So a number of ways, however you want. You don't even have to. Just give me a like, share the video. Watch, interact. Donations are appreciated, though, for sure. Danae receiving that gifted sub from Basic. Awesome. You're the winner, and now you get that hot A1 sauce MrSotko's favorite steak sauce, because my steak is merely a medium for my A1. Like if somebody's like, I'm making steak, do you want one? Yeah, I do. Do you have any A1? Like, no, I don't have any A1. Okay, I'm gonna go to the store real quick and get some A1. They're like, no, I make my steak so good you don't need steak sauce. I'm like, no, you don't understand. You don't understand. I'm so sorry. I'm sure you make steaks just great. Because like people take immediate offense to it. They're like, whoa. Like my steaks are good enough. You don't need sauce, right? And I'm like, whoa. No offense, big guy. Take a step back, right? I'm sure your steaks are fucking shredding. But A1 sauce ain't a joke, okay? Like if you haven't tried A1 sauce, what? Like go buy some like today and then make a steak. All right, and then put A1 sauce on it and tell me that didn't fucking shred so hard. And you're like, it hits your taste buds so hard. You ever have one of those foods or sauces that hits your taste buds so hard it hurts? Like, because your taste buds just go zzz. A1 sauce. Get on it. You can also get that. As an emote on my channel. Anyway, so we were talking about what would happen to Ethereum Classic after Ethereum goes proof of stake, and it's likely that it's going to get a ton of hash rate, and it may be the last time that it's ever 51% attacked. Basic, thanks for the 100 bits again at 1,301 bits. Appreciate you. So it's going to get a ton of hash rate. There's no doubt about it. There's going to be a ton of people that will move over to it. That and Ravencoin. I mean, just imagine all this hash rate going out to other GPU coins. Like, it's going to make the industry more secure by removing Ethereum out of the equation, right? Because all this hash rate would get split between coins like this and Ravencoin and Ethereum Classic. Let's go down even more. Beam, Vertcoin is going to get a ton of hash rate. So a lot of these top coins are not going to be 51% attacked again, or are going to be harder to do that, because just take this hash rate and then split it up, basically. Probably more so into the more profitable coin at the time, like Raven, Ergo, and Ethereum Classic. But some of these will receive it too, and that's good for the industry. Period. Because I mean, Ethereum will be proof of stake, so it doesn't have to worry about the physical hash rate anymore. I'm currently repainting the school. I walked out for a smoke and they were stacking them up to be sold. I asked how much. Couldn't ask for a better deal. No joke, dude. 40 computers for $15 each. Yeah, man, that you could turn around on eBay. And I mean, even if you sold those for $100 each on eBay and made them pay the shipping, I mean, that's huge profit. That's so much, you know? Like for just a couple $100. Yeah, dude, that's insane, man. Good deal on that. MT Coiner should join Meep Vestments. We should get MT Coiner and Meep Vestments, Meep. We should get him on Twitch one day and get him into Meep Vestments. I can't tast. Get the COVID or something? Can't taste, huh? You got a bad case of that COVID? Weren't you the one with the bad case of the COVID yesterday? Who was that? We need to grow bigger for sure, says Beep. Yeah, so we need MT Coiner, Money Making Solutions LLC subsidiary. Everyone has a weak state cooking game. I claim superiority until someone proves me wrong. My steaks are perfect. I prefer horseradish over A1 personally. Fair enough. There will be any more motorcycle ride vids. That was pretty cool. A1 is truly fantastic. Yeah, I plan on getting a GoPro eventually. I'm just so frugal, man. I'm a frugal character. Like I bought an R1. Okay. Like it's a pretty expensive motorcycle. It's a 2020 Yamaha R1. It's not cheap. But that's kind of what I do. Is it like I'll like have like, you know, I'll have that, but then I just don't buy anything. Like I barely buy stuff. My wife loves buying shit, man. She's like, I'm on Amazon. She's like, man, dude, there's like 3 packages a day, dude. My life loves buying fucking shit, dude. It's like a serotonin high for her. But me, I'm so frugal, man. Could I afford a GoPro and the kit and the setup I want right now? Yeah, for sure. I could order it on Amazon Live, you know, but man. I like to wait till, like, you know, any kind of debt is paid down a little bit, you know, like I got a car, got a motorcycle, you know, And you know, so I got debts like any man, but it's I don't know. But I want to get a GoPro. I'm gonna get a GoPro, and then what you do is you get a sticker, and then there's an arm. So like imagine wearing a helmet, and then you put a sticker right here, and you put a little like a swing arm right here, and then the camera goes right here in front of your chin, and facing out. So wherever I look, the camera looks, instead of it being on my chest. And the problem with it being on my chest is like if I was riding a cruiser, I'd be like this, and my chest would be straight. But on my R1, I'm down like this, and I have to like monkey arm it, because like you have to go down, or you have to like arch your back. And so to keep, like I have a phone case, and it'll sit like this, you know, viewing out like that, viewing out, and it gets angled too far down. And then the chest harness, I was riding. Most people didn't see it, but I was doing a live stream, and I got on the highway, and the chest harness, like it has this arm that makes the phone go up like this against your chest, and it has a little screw to keep that arm steady, right, instead of just flopping back down. So you unscrew it and you pull it up like this, and then you screw it in, and it locks it right just like that on your chest. So if you're like walking around at a festival or something like that, you can still live stream, you know. But the wind was so fierce that it pushed my phone down like this, and I just had to pull over and stop the stream because it just doesn't work. So if I have a GoPro right here, it's gonna work a lot better. So when will there be more content? Probably then, because I keep trying to use my phone, and it's really great at low speeds. But as soon as I get going fast, it's not good. Your bike was so clean and shiny, I could see a bit. Yeah. So I had an error with my motorcycle a few days ago. I went out riding, and I took another dude with me. One guy had to go home, so it was just two of us, and I was like, okay, let's go ride through the South Park Hills in Pittsburgh, and there's a lot of twisties over there. And I was in front, and we were going through the twisties, and I went around a corner, and I was leaning into it, and right around that corner, somebody had put a road closed wooden barrier on the road. So I uprighted the bike because I was fucked. Like there's absolutely no way that I would be able to brake in time. And being leaned over, I wouldn't be able to go around it because the road, it was wide as the road. So I was fucked. But there was like two, and they were kind of together like this. So there was a bit in the middle. So I uprighted the bike, was squeezing the brakes, and you never want to mash brakes on a motorcycle. My bike has ABS, but you still never want to mash. You want to squeeze then mash. So you need contact on the brakes, then you can mash all you want. As long as you had initial contact on the brakes, you can't just contact right away. So I was squeezing the brakes, and I blasted through the barriers. I completely destroyed them, shattered them. I uprighted my bike, boom! They shattered my wedding ring. My wedding ring is crooked. See, it's an oval. Because it hit my finger so hard, so my wedding ring saved my finger. And it went up my knuckle, hurt that a bit. And I blasted right through it. Boom! Destroyed a wooden barrier with a motorcycle going like 30. Uprighted the bike, squeezing. Bam! Just blasted right through it. I was in front, and some asshole put a road closed barrier. And my bike was like thump, 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 thump. Afterwards, I'm like, oh man, dude, my front tire's gone. But when I stopped, nothing was wrong with the bike. Nothing physically. The front end of my bike, the fairing, the plastic fairing, has two like whitish marks on it because like some of the paint was mashed a little bit. But I went to AutoZone and I got one of those universal black pens. And I put it on there a little bit. I did a botch job, to be totally honest, in the middle of a parking lot, and then drove off. And so there's a little bit of damage on Too Wicked now, and that makes me a sad panda, but the bike is totally fine. I'm totally fine. I thought I was fucked. I knew as soon as I hit that I was like, I'm going to go down. This is going to hurt bad. But it just blew away. Like, I completely destroyed it. Left pieces. Like, picked them up, threw them off the road. Fucking let's get out of here. What an asshole. Who, like, the person that put it there could have put it like 20 feet further down, and I would have been fine. I would have been able to brake. but it was right around the apex of a corner. So it's like right here. So I'm going around a corner, and then I see it like right here, and like I'm braking, but just blew it away. But if it was over here, if it was further back a little bit, I could have stopped. It happens. It'll happen. So no damage to Too Wicked. I can get another fairing at some point, but they're $280 new for an OEM front fairing, just for the front piece. $280. Happens. It's sometimes an expensive hobby. But it looks just fine. If you're from a distance, you can't tell. If you go right up to it, then you can see that it was blacked in a little bit with some those special car pens that you use to match the color. I'm down to stream sometime. I'm just never home. I work full time, flip PCs. My wife is a DJ on the weekends and daycare provider during the week. I also own 2 gold mining claims and a mine crypto. Yeah. So that's fair enough. Yeah, nice to catch you live. What's going on, Stefan Hex, dude? How is Hex doing, by the way? You guys making them bucks on Hex? Making them dollars. Why isn't it working? Okay, there we go. Eesh. Oh, is there an unlocking period or something? Kind of droppy. Still up, though. I mean, just up for the most part. But was there an unlocking period or something like that in Hex right now? Like, what's up with the dip? Thank you for the additional 100 bits. 1,433 bits today in random, varied amounts. Thank you. Appreciate you. Tell them you are having reoccurring nightmares. All great riders have taken a fall. It's time to stop when you don't fear the bike anymore. Oh, I fear my bike a little bit. On my 1,000, on any 1,000 liter bike, like crotch rocket. Yeah, you know, I like it. I like it because I know that the bike is better than me. The bike will always be better than me, because it's 1,000, and I've full throttled it before. The fastest I've gone was 170 something. It was like 175 maybe. And I was going to punch it to max. I had it full throttle. I was racing a Ducati 1098. If you guys don't know what a Ducati 1098 looks like, it's like a red crotch rocket. It's a Ducati. It's an Italian 4-cylinder motorcycle. It's a greater than a liter bike. And I raced him, and I was beating him, but I cut out because the highway was moving. It was a long stretch of highway you could see for like 2 miles, basically. Nobody there, nobody behind. And afterwards, my tire was all shredded up, man, because it's just the absolute force I was putting on it. But God, I love it so much. But like, yeah, my motorcycle, it's 1,000. It's an R1, and you can really give it throttle and really, really go if you have the ability to handle it. That's in the twisties, that's in the straights, that's everywhere, right? Like you could ride it hard, you know what I mean? But there's always this limiting factor, and that's you. It's like, I don't want to go that fast around this corner. I don't want to accelerate that hard right after I get out of the apex. And you get slightly better at it every time you go out to ride and try a new thing. You're like, wow, I did it. Holy crap, man. Like I was really far down, or I really accelerated right out of there, you know? And so, yeah, like, sorry, guys. So the bike is better than me. It can corner better than me. It can go down to 60 degrees probably if it wants to, or 62 degrees or something, you know, like something nasty, right? But I can't do that. The bike is better than me. It's faster than me. It's smarter than me when it comes to racing. You know, like it's got electronics that read itself like 1,000 times per second and whatnot. Like, and I like the ability to grow into that. Whereas a 600, you still grow into it, but it's far easier to master a 600cc. I've had a 600. I've had an R6 before. That was my second bike. It was an R6, and you know, it's a big step up from like the 300cc that I had. So yeah. But I ride a lot. I'm fairly good at it, apart from running into road closed signs right in the apex of a corner. What a douchebag. Like, I was all pissed afterwards. Like, I wasn't like fuck my bike, or nothing, but I was just like, what a fucking douchebag. Like, who the fuck would put a road closed sign right after a corner? So that means if a car is coming around, they don't have time to stop either, or barely. I mean, they might, just because they're a car and they can really slam on it and go like this and not have to worry about, like, low siding or something. But Jesus Christ, if it was 20 feet further down the road, wouldn't have been a problem. Would have been able to stop, go, whoop, okay, road's closed, and I'll turn around. But they put it right there, around a corner. Fuck you, man, Fuck you. What a douchebag. You deserve to have your barrier destroyed. Like, you totally deserve to have your barrier destroyed if you put it right in a corner. But anyway, yeah, I'm pretty good at it. Like, I ride around with a lot of people. Like, I live in the city of Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh has a, like, bike life movement. There's always bikes out. Like, there's like 5+ different Facebook groups for motorcycles in the city of Pittsburgh. You can basically go onto one of the groups and say who's riding today, and you're gonna get messaged by a bunch of people, like, to go out and meet up and ride and shit like that. So I do a lot of crazy shit. Follow people that are better than me, lead people that are worse than me. I've done a lot of shit, and I got it under control for the most part. I've high confidence in my motorcycle control. We had a fork of F, pulse chain. Now we have the dip after that, but we have dipped 85% many times before. It's crypto. But is there no unlocking period or anything? I've done well on Hex, so I was in early. All great riders take a fall. Yeah, I've certainly taken a fall before. Glad you didn't hurt yourself bad. No, I didn't get hurt, man. I hurt I jacked up my ring. I got to take it to a jeweler and put it on one of those, like, I don't know, the ring things, like the cylindrical piece of metal that you slide a ring down and, like, gauge it. Because it's an oval right now. It's quite oblate. So yeah, I hurt my finger. That's about it. Didn't hurt bad though. 68 bits. Thank you for your arbitrary bit donation. I appreciate you. So yeah, 2.89 network usage to 51%. Let's check prices. 2800 ETH. We did reach 2900, almost 3000 today. So 2948 was the high or something like that. 2949. Kind of backed off from there. A bit uncertainty in the buyers. Fair enough. We need a really good run. During a really good run, man, so much ETH is gonna burn. It's gonna be nuts. Like, if you scroll back into these blocks, like, I doubt it goes back that far on this website, but if you go back in the block explorer to, like, May, there was like 5, 6, 7, 8. I seen 10 Ethereum blocks that would all get burned. So like 10 Ethereum at a time. Some of those blocks were consistently 10 Ethereum for upwards of an hour at a time. So, even if it was for a minute, 10 blocks, like 4 in a row, that'd be 40 Ethereum in a minute burned. 40. That's so much, BITC, is that a good shitcoin? Let's check it out. Is it like, BitCash? Oh no. 1.1 cents, that hot BitCash. Came out in April or so. Maybe like March, and then got listed. Of 2019. It was just down ever since. Like, here's somebody that accidentally bought some during the bull run. They're like, yeah, I gotta buy some Bitcoin. What markets are these even on? Trade Ogre. Stacks, of course, it's on Stacks. And Crex24. Everything's on Crex24 and Stacks. Man, back in the day, you could find anything on fucking Stacks. Anything. And I was always like, yeah, like I never trade on Stacks, but I'll sell like some shit coin on it. And then I always tell people, never leave your fucking funds on Stacks. I don't think it's ever been hacked, but I would never leave my funds on that fucking exchange. It's so shady, dude. Hey, you want to sell some Vertcoin? Like in the fucking in a dark alleyway, you know. I got all kinds of Vertcoin here. Come on, real fast. Don't leave nothing with that guy. Don't leave nothing with stacks. Bitcash. By combining the advantages of crypto with trading fiat banking systems, Bitcash is the world's first truly decentralized cryptocurrency designed to facilitate real-world trade between consumers and merchants with a goal of becoming the world's most used cryptocurrency. Oh, nice try, boys. See, it's just like, yeah, like, what if we had some word salad? Would that be better? Like, instead of just, like, saying that we want to make some fucking money, bro, like, we'll be like, we're going to make the world's first truly decentralized cryptocurrency designed to facilitate real-world trade. So tell me what isn't real-world trade. Tell me what is not real-world trade. Like, if I gave you Bitcoin, is that not real-world trade? Because it's merchants or whatever between consumers and merchants, but ain't got no merchants. You guys ain't got no merchants. Is this mineable? Is this like a SHA-256 ripoff or something, or is it like a? Yeah, I'm sure it's a different algorithm or something. Nice, yeah, that's a pretty shit coin. Yeah, right. That's a good shitter. By the way, I'm not trying to shill hex. But as you asked, you only lock your hex if you like to. At the moment, 90% is liquid and 10% are staked. Of course, staking mints more hex for yourself. At the moment, 90% is liquid and 10%. So only 10% people are staking their hex? Why? Is there a locking period? Like if you stake and then you unstake early? Can you unlock early, or is it locked up for like if you choose to stake, like it stakes it for a certain amount of time and you can't, and it's not liquid? You can shill hex all you want, my friend. My live streams are all about news, altcoin shills, crypto discussion. You can shill whatever. I have no animosity. I'm not that big of a fan, but I'm also coming around to it quite a bit. In the sense that it's totally working, like it's doing its job. I mean, it's definitely making one person rich, but like it is working. Like objectively, it's working, and that's not really what I have a problem with. Because I mean, objectively, this is working. It's going up. I mean, we're currently in like one of these down phases maybe, but I mean for the most part, yeah, it does its job. It totally works because of its cult following. If it didn't have a cult following, it totally wouldn't work. I mean, you could rebrand hex to anything, call it T-Rex, doesn't matter, right? And it wouldn't work, right? But because it's hex, right, because of that following, because of that cult following, it's hex, right? But there's a lot of coins that basically do the same thing. It's just hex has a cult following. It works. So I'm coming around to it. I can barely bash it anymore. I just don't like the fact that it makes one person rich. Same as traditional CD early and stake penalties that get paid to staker class. So there's a penalty. So how long do you have to stake for? I believe you stake hex for a certain time limit. Yeah. Like what is the time limit is what I'm asking. Hard to judge, but I made 10K profit on that BITC shitcoin. Oh yeah. When was that? I mean, did you buy it all the way down here and then sell it like up here or something? Like, how did you make 10K profit on it? Or did you mine it? You're the man. Great content. Pull up Shiba Cash up 20%. Sure, why not? Oh, that Shiba Cash. Oh no, 26.7%. Fucking Shiba Cash. It's pumping again, but it's already been out for a while. June, earlier than that maybe. DeFi project launched fair launch. It was to bring instant rewards to holders with deflationary tokenomics and static reflection. So okay, oh, yeah, I might have seen this coin earlier. Yeah, as it gives 10% tax, 5% redistribution. Yeah, 5% added to growing our liquidity pool. Hot shit. Max supply is total supply current. I mean, how much do they burn of this? Initial burn 325 trillion. Fair launch 35%. Yeah, one of those. So if you say you're going to stake for a year and then you end your stake before 50%, you get penalized. After you have served half your term, you get your principal back if you emergency end stake. You get your principal back, but so if you but you don't get the rewards that you have accumulated. Hex can be staked for any time you like, 1 day to 55 days. Right. Personally, I staked Hex for only about a month and a half to try it out. The fees were too much at the time to make it worth it for myself. You could choose how long you wanted to stake, for a year, 6 months. It was up to you. It works, though. Yeah, it sure does. I don't necessarily disagree with that. My hat. I think so. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree that it works. Like, I mean, it's since proven itself over time that it obviously is working quite well. So I can't bash it too much. Hard to judge. April and July of when? That's okay. Good job on the shit token though. I mean, if you made 10K on a shit coin, fair enough. You know what I mean? If you make 10K on Bitcoin, good. If you make 10K on a shit coin, just the same. It doesn't matter. You made 10K. Good for you. 10K profit. I have a staking ladder that goes out 15 years. You're staking Hex for 15 years, huh? You have like a you have like a staggered staking all the way out to 15 years. So like some of it will unlock in a year, and you have some of it set to unlock in 5 years and 10 and then 15. Is that what you mean? Like a staggered kind of staking order? I thank you, Basic, for the 100 bits, up to 1,601 bits. I appreciate that so much. Some Shilled subscriptions as well. Appreciate you. Is Keeney still around? You still giving out that mad cheap ETH? Anybody come to get that cheap ETH? Hey, we got 31 likes, guys. If you haven't hit the like button yet, let's do that. Let's try to get to 35 likes. Let's increase that gains by like 20%. 20% crypto gains on the likes. Let's try to get it to 35. If you haven't hit the like button, please help me out. I appreciate it. It's very easy. So, yeah, Keeney is on Twitch, ladies and gentlemen. So for those of you on YouTube, Keeney is on Twitch, and today he's been giving out random cheap ETH. It's a mineable version of Ethereum, and it has its own network. And he is on Twitch. So you go on Twitch, and you give him and talk to him, give him your public key that you generate from your MetaMask after you connect to the cheap ETH network. Add the network to your MetaMask, and then he'll give it to you. Cheap ETH would have been worth 8K USDC. Yeah. Though, like, I find it so ridiculous, though. Like, I sold 55 cheap ETH for 82,000 USDC. Or USDT. Was it USDCT? Or Tether? Or, no, USDC. Yeah. That's so ridiculous. Man. Let's see. Yeah, what's the 82,000? I don't even know. It's some outrageous amount of USDT. I'm not sure if it worked too well because like I don't think I ever got the USDT. Actually, I think it kind of broke for me because I only have 8,200 USDT, and that was from selling the 5 cheap ETH yesterday, and I have 0 cheap ETH. I have some dust of it. I have 0 cheap ETH, and it never made it. Yeah, I didn't get it. Weird. So broken. Yeah, I just used 49 cheap ETH and it didn't give me anything. It's like all like overriding each other. Yeah, like totally broke. Weird. Strange. Yeah, it didn't give me the USDT this time. Yeah, it ate. It was like a candy machine. It ate my 50 cheap ETH, and I still have the same amount of USDT from the other day. The transaction didn't work. Like I see my swap exact ETH for token, and it says like some 49.9 ETH, but it's over other letters, and it says minus 49.999 cheap ETH. And it didn't work. I only paid 2 gas though, 2 guai submitted with a gas fee. So maybe my transaction is just taking forever. I don't know. Yeah, it totally didn't work. Totally doesn't work. Keeney, your cheap ETH is broken. This is currently broken, my friend. 99 bits from Basic. Thanks. It's Stefan Hex. How did you get in here? I've been following MrSotko for years. I certainly appreciate that, Stefan. And I am coming around to Hex a little bit. I still feel like it's against like some of like what I would do, but it's kind of working. I think it kind of only works because it's such a cult following. Like if this was some other random shitcoin that just popped up, like people would just sell it into oblivion. It's not mine. And for me, I'm swapping. Yeah, it's totally broken. I've never seen such a broken yeah, I just got nothing. Like it just didn't give it to me. It just didn't even bother. It's like, nah, it's fuck it. And the Explorer totally doesn't work. Like it doesn't exist. Like it just goes you to some extension. Like when you go to view the Explorer. Let me go back to Cheap Swap and see what happened. Let's just see what happened. Yeah, Explorer totally doesn't work. Man, CheapEth is fucked up. So whoever this programmer is, man, he's got some work to do because it just totally ate my fucking CheapEth, which I don't really care. But it totally did. It's fucking gone. And like when you go to click on anything and view the Explorer on anything, it just gives you DNS errors, or there are 2 Explorer, one is down, one is working. You need CheapEth balance though. But I have a balance. And I already paid the gas fee. And yeah, like the transaction is just gone. Like it ate 49.99 CheapEth, and I paid a gas fee of just 2 guai. You wish, Keeney. So broken. Oh well. Other people can have some fun with it though. I'm sure. I'm sure it'll get better. It's just like their shit's fucking real broken right now. Well, let's see. 2896 ETH. See how Bitcoin's faring. Yeah, you need cheap ETH balance though. Well, yeah, I had 50 and I swapped it for USDT, paid the fee, and just didn't show it. Just did nothing. It's just now I have 0 cheap ETH. Well, I have a fractional amount of it, and then no extra tether from it. Not that it's like tether anyway, but or USDC or whatever. Let me see. Oh, you know what? I didn't buy Tether. I bought USDC. That's why. It probably just used it because USDC doesn't work on it or something. I used USDC, I think. Yeah. So I didn't buy Tether. So I still have my Tether from the 5 cheap ETH. Right. That's what it is, Keeney. I tried to buy. It's working with USDC. Apparently not. No. Apparently not. I have nothing. Maybe I need to add the token. Oh, I probably need to add the token to my wallet. Oh my god. That's probably the USDC contract. Hold on. I probably have to add it to my wallet. Yeah, because the first one I did with Tether, and then this one I did with USDC. Yep, that's the fix. My bad. Getting the job done, though. Hey, Pizzone. That's what you have to do, man. If you bought USDC, go to your MetaMask wallet. Go to your cheap ETH section that you made or whatever. And click Add Token. And then take the USDC contract and then slap it in there. Because I spaced it. I thought I bought Tether because yesterday I bought Tether and then he said something about like, oh, buy USDC with it again. So I was like, oh, and then I typed the USDC into the contract. And so I officially bought it, but it wasn't added to the wallet because I had added Tether to the wallet yesterday. I meant to buy Tether today. Whatever. Doesn't matter. So now I got a hot 82,000 USDC and a hot 8,200 USDT. In my cheap ETH wallet. Okay, we solved the problem, ladies and gentlemen. That's that's what the show is about. It's about fucking solving problems. So get real. Who else has got a problem? Now I'm gonna solve that one too. Cheap ETH rugged already. Pulse chain will be a magic carpet ride. No, my bad. Cheap ETH is not currently that broken. It's just a little bit broken. 43,242 Bitcoin. We're shooting up, boys. We got ourselves a nice little green-red rocket. Wonder if that's moving Ethereum up too. If Bitcoin breaks 43,500, it could get interesting. Yeah, you think that's like a resistance zone? Yeah, you got the USDC in your cheap ETH too. Yeah, so I meant to buy Tether. That like it was like a brain fart because yesterday I bought Tether. I look at my wallet, I see I have 8,200, and I'm like, okay, I should have like 82,000 after I buy this. So I put in the contract code, but I Freudianly typed in USDC on Google because that's what was mentioned earlier, even though I had bought Tether yesterday. It doesn't matter. I know I have to add tokens to MetaMask and shit. It's just I thought I got Tether. Happens. Is that testnet thingy? You can actually add Uniswap list, so you won't have to copy paste anymore. Go to the token list website. Yeah, okay. All right, I'll do that. 100 bits from Basic. Oh my god. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh man, we're going to have some Subway for dinner tonight. It's going to be rad. It's going to be nice, boys. Hey guys, if you haven't already, hit the like button on YouTube. Brings the video up, helps me out a little bit. Follow me on Twitch if you get the opportunity. Sometimes I game just on Twitch. Sometimes I stream just on Twitch if I'm just going to do a game or something like that. So, not everybody gets, like, you know, a notification on YouTube. So I kind of keep it crypto content. But yeah, sometimes I stream on there. Sometimes on the weekends. It's usually a bit more of a laid back, smaller group atmosphere type deal. Hey, what do you think about Alex Becker? I just stopped following him because he is so negative. I don't know who Alex Becker is. Should I know who Alex Becker is? Stop following him because he's so negative. Is he a YouTuber or is that Twitter or what? Alex Becker. Fuck is that? Is he like a crypto tuber? Alex Becker crypto. Okay, it kind of sounds like it already. 714,000 subscribers. Jesus Christ. Bitcoin is done. I sold everything. Here's why. I'm saving the bull run live. It's pretty narcissistic. Biden is about to kill Bitcoin. Actually urgent. I kind of agree with that, but pretty clickbaity. Just uses the same picture of himself on every single photo, on every single thumbnail. Pretty cool. Pretty good design. Just like, I'm just going to take one picture and I'm just going to plaster shit on there. All right. Fair enough. $10,000. So should I just be plastering my fucking face on there and then just plastering whatever? I'm probably going to have to do that, I guess, now, apparently. Nobody will watch me unless I plaster my fucking face, like, right on every thumbnail. $10,000 a day, micro altcoins. Making $10,000 a day. Sure, yeah, if you make fucking $12,000 a day in views. You know how much, you guys realize how much money a crypto YouTuber makes? So let me explain how YouTube works a little bit. So you get paid with views, obviously. My channel does not make an impressive amount of money, but it makes a relatively high amount of money. Let me explain. So if I start making gaming content, like if I get monetized and I'm making gaming content, I have gaming content. In fact, I used to be like a gaming YouTuber, and I used to do live casting and casting videos and stuff like that. And I have a video that has like, a gaming video that's like 120,000 views. And I also have a couple crypto videos around 120,000 or something like that views, right? Somewhere around there. I don't know the exact numbers, and I can look in my analytics and see how much that video has made me from start to finish. And the gaming video with nearly the same or more views than a crypto video makes like a fifth of the same amount of money, maybe a quarter of the same amount of money, like 25%. Because advertisers pay different for different content. So if you, for example, make a YouTube and you give people advice on mortgages, like financial advice, like mortgages, right? So that means that like your channel is going to get tagged with home loans and mortgages and this, that, and the other thing, right? So that means that advertisers are going to advertise their mortgage companies and this, that, and the other thing, like very expensive shit on your channel, and it's gonna make you more money per view rather than gaming. Gaming is very low income overall. You have to have a lot of views to make a lot of money with gaming. So this guy makes every video. Let's just say every video is 100,000 views. 100,000 views would probably be probably like $600, 600 and some, maybe as high as 700 during the winter. Maybe like really high 500s, about $600 per video. And that's just for that video, right? Like people are watching his back content. His back content is filling up with views and stuff like that too. So that's just per 100,000. I mean, this video has 3,000 So a guy made probably like 323. The guy probably made $2,000 on it. So to show people $10,000 flipping micro altcoins a day is pretty fucking easy, because all I got to do is just spend $50,000 and then make a video, and that video is going to make $111,000 in views, and I'm going to make a shitload of money in subscribers doing it. So it makes it very easy. The bigger you are, the bigger the gains that you can show, just because you have so much fucking money. And so this guy just plasters his fucking face on every single thumbnail. It's the same exact picture. Look, he took one picture of him, like, what is that, a window behind him? Like a skyline? And he took a picture with sunglasses indoors, like a complete douchebag, and then uses that same fucking thumbnail 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 times. Oh my God. Holy shit. So that's what I should do? It's just fucking just take a picture and use it over and over and over. Just fucking Photoshop shit on top of it. Ah, man. It's the same fucking picture. People love it. People fucking love it, dude. People love not using their brain. They love it so much that they don't even... They want to look directly at a thumbnail and say... This is it. This is bad. Like if you go to this guy's channel, it just says, this is bad on the thumbnail. It's starting. Holy fork. Right? And then you just plaster yourself, right? Because nobody wants to read. Nobody wants to read the fucking title. That takes too long. That's way too much fucking work. You're flying through videos, flying through thumbnails. You're not reading the title. You're looking at the thumbnail. You want to see what the thumbnail looks like. And people just love fucking clicking on some dude indoors at night. It is nighttime outside in this guy's fucking videos with sunglasses on and his hood up, and uses the picture 13 times in a row, and nobody fucking cares. 714,000 people subscribe. Nobody gives a shit. Amazing. And his views are way up too with those fucking thumbnails. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to try it. I'm going to do 20 fucking videos in a row with my face, with just my face. It's going to be the same picture over and over. And I'm going to do the same thing. And let's see if my views go up. I'll make some news videos and stuff. I'll try to make one, like maybe like starting next week. I'll make a news video. I'll try to do it every day of the week if there's good enough news to do it. Like if I have enough content, I'll try to do as many times as possible. And I'll use the same fucking thumbnail over and over. But I'll just poorly Photoshop. I'll just poorly Photoshop, plaster something onto the picture next to me, and with just like with bait words. It doesn't even describe the video at all. It just says, please no. Easy bear money. It just says easy bear $2 symbols. Looks bad. Bitcoin mega sell-off likely. Dead cat pattern. But this guy doesn't make videos very much. Like, he hasn't in a while. Like 2 weeks ago, and then a month ago, and then a month ago, and then all of his other videos were 2 months back. Ugh. I'll just make a video about shitcoin after shitcoin. How about that? We'll just do nothing but shitcoin videos. And then I'll do live streams for the people that are actually more intelligent enough to, like, come in and have a fucking conversation. I'm just kidding mostly. I might do it, though. Just some picture. I'll just take a picture and use the same fucking thumbnail over and over. Just over and over. And I just plaster something different on it. Like if I happen to be talking about Bitcoin, I just put Bitcoin on there. And then what is that, like a it just says Bitcoin with an arrow, with a fucking arrow? Oh, okay, hold on. We got to bring this over to you guys here. Man, I hate ripping on other people, though. I mean, the guy's doing so good. 714,000 subscribers. What's he doing wrong? Nothing. What am I doing wrong? I must be a whole bunch. So, right, it's me. It's me. But when I see this, man, it's just so fucking cringy. Looks bad. What does that mean? So you got to click on it, right? So you have to. You have to click on it. Like, this is so bad. And there's leak, whales dumping Bitcoin. And there's just this arrow pointing to something you can't read. It's just like none of these are even readable. I'm scared. It's over. This is bad. More dumps. Be first now. This is it. This is bad. It's starting. Is this seriously looks bad? Easy bear. Please no. I quit. Holy fork. It's starting. This is bad. Did he really quit? Bitcoin is done. I sold everything. I don't know about that. Yeah, I'll just type in really bad. I'm gonna rip this guy's fucking thumbnails off. I think I'm just gonna do it. Just let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We all know how many views my videos get. I mean, you can go back and you can take a look at them, right? So there's nothing hidden about the views. And I'll make the same videos that I usually do. Sometimes they're a shill video. Sometimes it's news or whatever. And I'm going to use the same stupid ass fucking thumbnail. And I'm going to Photoshop dumbass shit out. And then put please no. And just that's it. We got this. We got this now. Thanks, Alex Becker. Thanks, Alex Becker. I'm going to subscribe to Alex Becker so I can just rip off his fucking thumbnails. If he can do it, I can do it too. If he can do it, I can do it too. Sorry, fair game. Sorry, guys, fair game. Fair game, guys. Fair use act. Go fuck yourself, Alex Becker. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'd probably actually, I don't know. We would probably get along. I mean, we both love crypto. I'm just fucking. 69 bits, 96 bits. Make one about cheap eth. Guaranteed goes viral. Why would Bitcoin go down now? It's getting closer and closer to very important levels. Well, these are 2 months ago. Just remember that like these are like 2 months ago. So, which was, I mean, kind of true 2 months ago. What do you think about Alex Becker? I stopped following. Oh, okay. Richard Hart hates the clickbait thumbnail meta as well. I've heard extensive rants on the subject. Put ADA on the thumbnail. Yeah, we're going to put fucking ADA on that thumbnail. You're goddamn right we are. MrSotko ain't a joke. Smell okay, but I ain't a joke. Even Stevie Wonder saw Bitcoin going down 2 months ago. That's true. 178 bits from Basic. They're just pouring in. Where are the, how many bits? What is going on? Thank you, Basic. Did you just stumble on the stream? You're very, very generous, and I appreciate you and all of the follows today. Today's been a great day for follows and whatnot. I appreciate you guys. I always try to get a lot of followers on my Twitch because one, like streaming on Twitch with more viewers on Twitch is better than YouTube. It just is like the way the algorithm works and pushes you up. And two, I like to stream on Twitch sometimes, like especially on the weekends. Like I fire up a video game and I play Twitch, and I stream it on Twitch. And you know, sometimes like I don't want to do that on YouTube and Twitch, so I'll just do it on Twitch. So, like, if you're not following me on Twitch, you'll have no clue that I'm live. Even if you were interested in watching the live stream, you wouldn't know at all. So, even if you don't plan to watch on Twitch much, give me a follow sometime. And yeah. That Alex Becker seemed way too cringe for me. Oh my god, I have not courage to even listen to his voice. I actually haven't. I don't think I want to do it on stream. I wouldn't want to like have his content in one of my videos or something like that and like have it copy claimed or something. Come over Twitch, guys. Free cheap eth. Whoa, free cheap eth. Yeah. Let's see. Hold on a moment. What should we do? Just a moment. So that's probably going to be it for me, guys. My wife is going to be home real soon. Gonna be bringing some food because I am hungry. I appreciate you guys showing up. Next Friday is gonna be a stream. Sometimes there's streams throughout the week, but next Friday there's definitely gonna be a stream. Stick around on Twitch for a moment. We're gonna do some raiding. We're gonna raid this guy because he has like no viewers. So we're just gonna do it. So I appreciate you guys all showing up. I'm going to give you this guy's link on YouTube as well. So if you guys are on YouTube, click the link. Let's just pour into this guy's channel. Let's pour into this guy's channel. Everybody, click that link. Twitch, lawyer dude. Pour into this guy's channel and tell him MrSotko sent you. He'll have no idea what's going on. It'll be fun. I'll see you guys next time. Let's do the raid. I appreciate you guys showing up. I appreciate the bits, the follows, everything. Thank you guys. Have been awesome today. Awesome. Later, guys. Follow the link I sent on YouTube there and go on over to this guy's channel.